Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, people. How is everybody doing today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It would be an extra beautiful day if I could find my glasses. That is so funny. I don't know what to do with my glasses. I'm supposed to be able to see better, right? But I couldn't. I didn't. And in my right eye, I'm seeing without my glasses still 2025. The same with my glasses, so that's good. But the left eye is the one that's all Jackie. And I don't even know. So I'm just gonna go on with the show, whether I can see or not. I hope you guys can see me and see my bright, shiny face today. Because today is a beautiful, sunny day today. I apologize if it sounds like I'm talking a little funny. because I am, but that's my business. Look, like Tabitha Brown be saying, because that's my business. But I'm talking today. Today's Talk Till Thursday. It's just like I got to get some stuff on my mind. Is it because I didn't have my cup of hot tea this morning? I don't think I had my hot tea this morning with the Morning Mac show, and I definitely didn't get to open up my CMOS this morning. This is what's missing right here. And I usually read like a chapter or two from this here good book. That's what's missing today. So if you're off, if you're ever having a day where things not going right and you like feel really, really off, man, what did I say? Yellow and blue makes green. You're healed. I'm trying to tell you, yellow and blue makes green. Get you some Molly Moss, CMOS. Y'all can see that in there. I know y'all can. Let me get closer to you so you can see, boom, the label. This is what you need to see. Molly Moss, CMOS. Y'all see this label? Y'all see this? I hope my hand is steady. You know, Molly Moss, CMOS. Crack my bottle open. And this here book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Shades of Blue. The book has to look like this. Do you know I found out there's so many other authors writing off my title, but my title is BLU by A.M. Morning. If you type Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, you have to type that in and to get the correct book, because they are a switch. Maybe that's why my book sales ain't doing so well, because somebody else, what they doing, catfishing people. They think, oh, I got your book, but it's not what we thought it was. Because you didn't get the wrong book, ma'am, sir, madam, them, they, thou, art, thou, all that. You got to type in Shades of Blue, and blue is spelled BLU by A.M. Morning. Yeah, that's right. That is so right. You know, I got something on my mind. So until Thursday, I want to know this is the first time that the government, I hope the government is not talking about going over there in Iran, because if you go over there in Iran, you want to open up the gates so they can run up in here and do some damage. They already want to do some damage. The news report is saying there's so many casualties and so many protesters and lives lost, and they're saying that they cut the whole city off of communication, meaning, and that brings me to today's show about cutting the communication off. They have no access to the telephones and no access to the social media, to the internet, none of that. So the country took all of them, like, oh yeah, y'all ain't going to tell. It's like being punished, and you can't use the phone, you can't go outside, stay in your room. It seems like it's that kind of punishment over there. So they're having a bunch of civil unrest over there due to the election. They're trying to get a democracy going. Right now, it's a dictatorship. It's just a mess over there across the waters. Look, and all I'm saying is, America, you got enough mess over here. Concentrate and worry about this stuff over here. But you know, true president fashion, he gonna go over there and try to save the day. And even the lady that got the Nobel Peace Prize, she's giving it to President Trump. Isn't that wonderful? I don't know what that symbolizes, or if you could trade it like that, if it has less of a meaning. Because if I won an award and say they gave it to me and I give it to my aunt, that doesn't mean that she won it, right? It just means I just gave it to her. I don't understand that either. So I digress. I try to stay out of stuff in politics and stuff if I don't know, you know. But man, I tell you right now, it's really something to get into. But look, today's show is going to be about a lot of stuff. But one thing I wanted to bring to the forefront, do y'all know what a solar flare is? And do you know we was just hit with a solar flare on January the 12th, 2026? They kept saying that it was coming in December 2025, but it got here a week or two late, and it came January the 12th of 2026. I want to add this. Remember, my stuff was like acting all wonky after that, like Monday and Tuesday, some issues. Well, I found out that people with Verizon phones was having problems using the phone. People couldn't use their cell phones. A lot of people, communication and stuff was going out. And over there in Europe, when that solar flare hit, it like really tore them down. Boom. And it's all of the stuff that we got up in outer space. They always say what comes up must come down. So I'm thinking like they're always sending up satellite, shuttle after shuttle. If a solar flare comes, it's like one of those EMPs, electromagnetic pulse them things. If a solar flare comes and can shut everything down or make everything burst into flames and all electronic gadgets and all that stuff, do you know how devastating that would be? Because we all on electronic devices, we on phones, we on the internet, all of this. Could you imagine you on your junk like we now and boom, stuff burst into flames, TVs. I mean, it's like, wow. But anyway, I was doing some digging and got a little bit of knowledge, get a little bit of understanding. So I always say, no good thing will I keep from my brothers. So I got a little bit of understanding. We got some videos that we're going to share later on in a show about exactly what that a magnetic pulse. People like, oh, I don't care, solar flare, blah, blah, blah. But it's something that we actually do need to care about because of the panel, the grid. What if we get knocked off the grid? Can you survive? That's my question for the panel this morning. If you get knocked off the grid, look at me crossing my legs like I can see. If you get knocked off the grid, could you survive off the grid? So let's introduce the panel and the people to the rest of the world. My super producers, Molly Mall in the house. We have Unc in the house. We have Auntie Felicia in the house. We have Trey in the house. Hey, let's get it, y'all. I think the solar panel out. Oh, wait a minute. Did they get Molly? They must have got my baby. Okay. Let's just look, I'm gonna do this. Boom, boom, boom. It's the morning, Mac. When it comes don't last, get your inspiration back in the casual swag. Come on, y'all. Y'all know the song. Simply so dipping low. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Come on, y'all. Y'all know the song. I don't. Solar Flare got Molly. He got the solar flare. They got him, y'all. They got him. So we gotta wait for my baby to come back. They done got Molly. Damn it, they killed Molly. How do you say they killed Kenny on South Park? They got Molly. So good morning to you all. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good morning.
Pretty good.
Can't
See nobody. But you read.
Yeah, that's all you're going to see for the moment until Molly get back in here.
You said you can't see nobody?
But he's saying but I'm saying all you're going to see until Molly gets back in here is her. So we just got to rock with that for a little minute.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought everybody was having a bad hair day or something.
No, hopefully the system will come back soon and we could rock with something different. Oh, is that there you go. All right, I gotta bring them in, gotta bring everybody in again with the music. I was just singing the song. They got you. We thought they got you. Molly, you back with us? Oh, okay, he changed the screen. That means he's back. He's back. He's back. Grand Rising to everybody. Look, we got to worry about this. Our panel grid getting knocked off the system. But my question to y'all is, could you survive off the system, off the grid? I mean, that's a serious question because the grid controls a lot of things.
I could. Sure, I could. I'm old school. Shoot, I know how to do things before technology got in place, so wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, that's right.
Do anybody know how to build an outhouse?
Get water from the creek, boil the well water, and do all that kind of stuff. And we know what to do and what not to do. And I think I could too. You know, I was a fire starter as a kid. We always, it's a good thing to know the old ways of doing stuff. I'd rather know it and not need it than need it and not know it. You know what I mean?
What's up,
So
Rodney? What's up, Mister?
it's definitely a good thing though, and that's we got to pass down to the next generation. Okay, so Auntie said she could survive off the grid. Trey, do you think you could survive off the grid?
Yeah, I have. My dad was actually already. We was kind of already on to that years back. In terms of location, communication locations. So if you need to pull out your CB radio, we know what locations I can meet them down this road that I live on. I can go to that water spot and two other locations to be able to have contact with them if I need to. There's a property in the family that was purchased with a couple acres on it that is running off of well water, so it does run off its own water. Um, Filtration systems, different things that we already have in place. Yeah, without giving too much information. Yes.
That's good. See, okay, what about you?
I've been living off the grid all my life. I still continue to live off the grid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I don't live in this world that y'all call society. I don't agree with the rules and regulations of society. You know what I'm saying? So I choose not to deal with society. It's a must. It's a must if I deal with society. You know what I'm saying? It is. You must understand. Like
In the trigger
I
I
can't.
trust.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. I can't care about something that don't care about me.
Because I am, Lisa.
okay, and I see that Rodney said yes, he can survive. In the trigger. That's a no.
In the
Is that
trigger
the
I trust.
Trenches,
Yes,
trenches,
that's.
trenches.
He
Trigger.
didn't
That's
say
oh
trigger. Nah,
yeah,
the word
trigger.
is trigger. Like I said, it's trigger. He said in the
In
trigger
the
I trust. Come
trigger.
on, his gun. His gun. Trust in
Yeah.
your gun. That's gonna clear
You
shit
talking
first.
about
That's what he's
yesterday?
trying to say.
okay,
Oh, okay.
Molly Mall. If we go off the grid, can you survive?
What's up, Kenny?
Molly Mall. Where
Well, yeah. You can hear
if
me?
we yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I
Hmm.
can hear you. If we go off the grid, could you survive?
You mean go off the grid? What you mean, like not like live off the
The
like in
If
nature,
land?
off the
power
land?
grid is wiped out and everything is shut down, like everything
That's
around
what
you
I
is
mean.
shut down, communication and all that.
That's what I'm hoping for. Now I wish we would have been doing. I mean, how can we not survive? We did it before. We ain't always lived like this. So now we
Right.
so conditioned that we think we can't live without the internet. That just don't even make sense. Just like nah. Of course we can live without. We might live better without it. So it's each his own. Yeah, I think we'd be great. We actually be better because we need each other. We depend on each other. Right now, we too independent, selfishly. The technology,
Yeah,
we
if
can
you're in
use
the city,
AI.
you in
You can't
trouble.
ask AI. What
That's
up,
right. And
Kenny?
some things AI can't do. Some things AI don't know how to do. That's what we need to teach. I don't know when the teachers stop. We should have never stopped teaching the next generation about how to survive without just how to rough it out. You know what I mean? Hope that never gets lost, but I'm scared because of technology that nobody's gonna want to care, nobody gonna want to learn how to not live off the grid and all that stuff. Because this stuff is real out here. The EMPs, solar panels, solar flares, and all of this stuff. Um, it's too much. It's too much
It
all
is.
over the world.
Thank
And
you.
I think that's the way of the ancestors and God saying it's too much. Y'all done took this planet, took it for granted, ripped it and raped it of the minerals and the resources and everything, and you abusing it. And then you gotta have nerve to have technology question the creation. I mean, you modifying seeds, you making trees grow without being able to spread and do what it naturally do. You trying to control the environment, you trying to control the earth. It's bad, it's worse, it's bad enough they try to control the people, try to control us. Now they're trying to control the earth, they're trying to control the climate, they're trying to control what grows in and out of the earth, what rivers and what water flows. I mean, it's just too much, and they can't see that. Even Stevie Wonder could see that. Even I mean, you could feel it. And to all the younger people and the younger generation, the people that don't know, the older people that don't know how to start a fire, how to boil water, how to live off the grid, it is a good tool to train your children, your family, your loved ones. It's a good thing to have. They used to laugh at the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, people going camping, people roughing it in the woods. Man, they just gotta learn something else. What's that Malik Bey wrote? He's wrote a whole lot. I'm gonna help you out, Trey. For them to predict when, oh, you see that, Trey? Look, I'm looking, I can see some stuff, Trey. Look. For them to predict, I gotta get close though. Hold up, let me make it a little big. Oh, okay. For them to predict when and how long a person lives, mean that they are poisoning them. Other than that, they will never be able to determine it and put. Oh shoot! It disappeared.
It says input actual years and dates to it. You made it through, but it was just the
Okay.
last line. So yeah.
Oh, stuff. Oh, I can see letters on the paper now. Usually it's just all bright and all like, but I can see some letters on the paper now.
All good. All good.
I can follow it in the comments. So y'all watch what y'all say in the comments. I see you now. I can see you now for the day.
Malik says if you're in the inner city, you're like if you live in the city that you're in trouble. Yeah, you expose everything first, all the turmoil, everything that fall apart because of power grid and everything going down. Yeah, it's gonna fuck up a lot. What's up, Kyle? Thank you, Kyle and Kenny, for your reactions on the morning page. I appreciate that.
And what, Kyle and Kenny, what are y'all reaction? Can y'all live off the grid if this power grid go off? A solar flare hit us on the 12th, and they said it happened so fast, but they knew it was coming. Why didn't they warn the people, whatever, to start unplugging electronics or do whatever? Because they're saying that it could get everything catch on fire. I mean, and do we know what to do in case of that, of a solar flare hitting? It's just, and I heard it like did some damage over there in Europe. And they talking about and we know what the solar flare is, the burst of energy that's coming from the sun. I'm like, we that close to the sun again? So, are we off our atmosphere? Are we knocked out of place? That we can feel that coming from yes. They said it's like what? What did it say? It's like so many atomic bombs going off, boosh. And it's just imagine that force. Ooh. I'm glad we're not closer than what we are to the sun, that we burn up. But they know this. They know what's coming. I'm talking about the solar. What do y'all think? Jump in the conversation anytime about the power grids and the solar flare. Do the people know what it is? I got the video about what a solar flare is, if that helps y'all out there. This is not a story. It's a real thing. So it's not one of those fables, maybe this, maybe that. It's a real occurrence. And the only thing that I saw of they was aurora borealis, those lights. What Misha say, let's see it. Molly, can we pull up the video? I got a video that explains what a solar flare is. What Misha say, let's see it. You can't believe what they tell you. I think the solar flare is coming from our own government. I think it's something that they did, not coming from the sun. But this is what they say. This is happening. But I believe it's something else. For when the systems go down in black. But that's me and my conspiracy theory. That's just my opinion.
I think I was the one who brought up the solar flare that happened and it hit Europe. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm the one who told you the other day to check up on it because I was talking about it and it was almost like because we don't know too much about it. No, nobody really thought about like the effects that it has on us and the earth. A solar flare is basically like it's almost like the sun spitting out energy. It spits out. Everything in the galaxy is dark. It's dark up there. So it's so looks like this and looks like that. No, it's dark. It's somewhat dark. But a solar flare, everything moves by vibration in the galaxy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a vibration that's sent off. You know what I'm saying? And that vibration was so strong, I think it was 239 metric tons, equal to. I mean, it will be equal to 239 metric tons of an atomic bomb or something. But it happened so fast that the over in Europe there was nothing they could do. That's how fast it happened. It's something that was a precedent in history. You know what I'm saying? They've had this solar flare a long time. They believed that this solar flare a long time ago was the extinction of the dragons. Fuck the dinosaurs, the dragons, y'all. It ain't no such thing as all those is different kinds of dragons. You know what I'm saying? They just don't tell you that. But all that's just a different kind of dragon. Um so what happens is the vibration comes, and what it does is it knocks these satellites that's sitting on helium balloons all the way up in the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? They sit up in a helium balloon. So when that what you come when that vibration comes, it fucks up them helium balloons, and it knocks them satellites out of the sky. Thousands of satellites fall out of the sky every day. Y'all just don't know because they haven't been certain little places and all that. And when it falls, they on top of that shit just like that. So y'all never, the balloons they be telling us about. Oh, that was a balloon. No, those are satellites. The balloon carries the satellites. They program the balloons to go up to a certain height. They monitor them so whenever they start coming down, they can make the helium go back up. Bring the balloon back up so it stays up there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when you have these meteorites and all that hit these balloons and all that helium balloons, the satellites fall out of the sky. What happens, like I said, with the solar flare is it's a vibration that knocks the satellites out of the sky. You don't have no internet if there's no satellites in the sky. You don't have any internet. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really need the internet in our house because of if you know anything about TVs, you would know that it's a stronger you get a stronger like regular TV is stronger than the internet. The internet is past energy. The regular antenna, that's direct energy. I'm going somewhere else with it, but at the same time, like that's what the effects of a solar what you call it knocks. It's basically something that destroys all the satellites, and everything is controlled by satellites. And like I said, we've been in that era that we didn't have all the satellites. We didn't have these phones. We was good with beepers. We was good with beepers. You know what I'm saying? We was good with I see you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's what the landlines was for, because the landlines was direct. That's direct. You know what I'm saying? Just like if you go back in history, there's not one city in the United States, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't already have electric tracks on it. Not one city in the United States that does not have like the metal, the steel railroad tracks. Ain't nobody inventing nothing. They discovering it. And discover is I'm discovering that somebody else made this beside
Don't hear
us.
that music. Cause he would have known that Funny Man Green flying through this joint.
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
Nigga ain't make it out the house. He said, man, wow.
Yeah. See what happens when you come in here on time, you get your music. I don't know if you made the connection or not, but you know what they we like to celebrate you when you're on time. What's up, bro? I'm glad you're feeling all right this morning.
That's great.
All right, so Uncle E continue so we can get back into the conversation and have David fall in line with it.
No, go ahead. I'm finished. I ain't gonna say no more.
No, you were saying that every city has railroad tracks.
Yeah. I mean, but that's because that's because they told us electricity is not free. Electricity is free. You know what I'm saying? Electricity is free. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd be surprised if you go in certain areas, and this has been proven by a lot of students at these different little colleges about electricity flowing through trees.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, like I
Yep.
said,
And making things work.
right,
Yep.
and the ground always has electricity. That's why, like they stopped us. They make us. We wear shoes, and that's why
I
we're
got
not.
you.
To ground us so we can't receive these vibrations and all that. Because the animals receive the vibrations because there's nothing on their feet. You know what I'm saying? That's why when there's a problem about to come and the earth talks to the animals get the hell out of Dodge. We the only damn fools talking about, oh, why the animals running this way and doing this and doing that? Because the earth is telling them, man, danger is coming.
To give
Every
you some
every
insight on the topic, David, we're talking about living off the grid. That's the subject matter for anybody who's sliding
right.
in here or might be coming in. We're talking about living off the grid.
And the
I don't want
solar
to put too long.
panels.
And everything around that. So whatever conversation comes out of that. But I did want to bring up Misha's question. She says, speaking of living off the grid, do most of the panel believe we are close to some type of apocalyptic occurrence? I don't let that dangle over my head because that's like fear mongering that they do anyway with a lot of this little stuff. Not saying that these things aren't happening and going on across the globe or whatever, but I just believe in being prepared, being knowledgeable, being aware, and preparing years ahead of time. Like as soon as you know and aware, start preparing and building up supplies and figuring out certain things you can do without the GPS, without the connection, but be making those moves. I just say be prepared for real. But to bring up her question again, she was saying to the panel. I don't know if anybody else wants to answer that too, but she says, "Do you think we're close to some type of apocalyptic occurrence?" That's the sponsor of the show had that question. Since we're speaking on
I'll wait.
Oh, okay, no problem. David.
I believe we are, but I believe it's going to be man-made apocalyptic occurrence. I believe it's going to be because of something that we do, because we're getting too beside of ourselves now with everything that they're creating and all of this stuff in the lab. And I think that look, the man is going to outsmart itself and destroy itself. We were getting close to something because the more they know, the more they try to change it up and grow and control it. Yep. Power surge, boom. That's what's gonna happen.
David, what do you think? The question from Misha is: speaking of living off the grid, do most of the panel believe we are close to some type of apocalyptic occurrence?
Can you explain living off the grid?
That's
technology, without
that's
the
all of your
internet,
sources.
electricity, the old ways,
Oh, you said without
without this off
technology.
the grid. Yes, you ain't got no phone.
That's anything that runs off electricity. That's being able. That's deliveries. That's these what do you call them? The power plants,
No,
the nuclear power plants and stuff like that that run off that know what
no,
that run
no,
off.
no, 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 no. That's why I say we talk about two different things. My bad for cutting you off.
Oh, you
We
good?
talk about two different things. The electricity is direct. That's direct. The internet, that's indirect. That's you have to share. You have to share. You have to share a source. You have to share a source for the internet. But
Yeah,
the
the power
When
takes
electricity
you
it
come
out.
off the
itself,
grid, you ain't got none of that. That's
Power
what
takes
you
it all
mean when
out.
you
no.
live
See,
off
that's what
the
I'm
grid.
saying. When we talking about technology, we only talking about all this new stuff, the computers, the cell phones. If you don't have no Wi-Fi, if there's no Wi-Fi, you know what I'm saying, there's no phone, there's no internet, but you
But
still
there's
got
no
the
power off the
TV.
grid.
You can still watch the TV with an antenna. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Not
It-
if
You
the
It's
know.
it's
not if
no,
the
it's
not if the electricity is off. If a power grid comes, if a
I
surge, all of that is controlled. The water, the dam, you ain't even. That's why we talking about going to
I,
the wells,
I
getting the waters, the boiling it, and all of that stuff. The, the
oh,
power goes down. That means
okay. Listen, listen. If the power goes down, you can always get a generator. You can get a helium, I
Yeah,
mean, a
of
gas
course.
generator.
right. You
You
got
can
to be
plug up. Oh,
ready
listen,
for
hear me
that.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna make sense. You can plug your TV into that generator. that's not plugged up to anything. It's running off gas. You can
Right,
plug your
right.
TV into that and plug that antenna up to it. You're going to get regular TV. You're not going to get any type of internet. Your
Um,
phone,
if the
your phone may
broadcasting
cut on, but it's
system is
It's
not
not
going to
gonna be
work.
down,
regular. What do you
what you
mean by
gonna
regular
watch?
TV?
What you
Regular
gonna watch?
TV means regular TV means the antenna is picking up a signal.
There's no
You know what I'm
signal.
saying?
That's the problem. What do you?
No. Listen, what I'm
Nobody
saying.
gonna be
I'm gonna make sense.
broadcasting.
I'm gonna make sense. Listen. Transistor radios. Say I gotta hit y'all something, okay? Transistor radios, right? If you out in the forest and you got a transistor radio, it's working off the antenna. You know what I'm saying? There's no electric. You don't need electricity for the antenna to work. You know what I'm saying? You can have a battery. I mean, well, you got to use some type of battery or something like that. But the antenna is always going to work. You can contact somebody through your antenna. You know what I'm saying? You can't contact nobody if the internet, if there's no satellite and all that. The same thing. The antenna still works. The internet doesn't because there's no Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
You
but
only
you
have the internet because of the Wi-Fi.
when you talked about regular TV and stuff, that's when you lost me because that's not happening.
Regular
That's when you
regular
lost me.
TV is with the antenna. Like you don't have no internet. That's what I'm talking about.
Who's
Regular TV.
broadcasting it? Where is it coming from? Think about it.
You say
Think
what?
about it. Where is
Yeah,
it coming
television,
from?
broadcast,
If everything is wiped
broadcast.
out, where is it?
You know. I'm trying to get you to understand that you still have your regular TV that you can watch the news or you can receive some type of broadcast. That's just like a radio. That's just like a radio. You can put batteries inside of a radio, or like you can put a battery inside a radio, cut it onto a certain frequency, and you can hear people talking and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That will be the only way of communication if all the satellites and all that went down. You will have to have some type of transistor radio, you know what I'm saying, with an antenna to communicate. You gotta look
See the
you
key word on communicate. If all communication is cut off, that means they're not in the studio, they're not broadcasting, they're not. Everything is pure. You know when they say
didn't I
do.
just
I
didn't I
want to
just give
digress
you
it.
didn't I just
All
give you
the
an
dialogue
example?
is cool. The dialogue is cool. I want to touch on that after that, but I did ask David a question. I don't want, he got on because he wanted to be a part of it. I'm pretty sure. So I wanted to ask him. With all those things, I
Agreed.
know the understanding obviously isn't clear because people are saying different things. But if there was a reason why everything that you utilize throughout the days, if everything was white, don't just think about internet. Think about like the trash man not coming. I'm talking about everything you think about. Every resource is not. None of that stuff is coming. All this stuff is wiped out. So do you feel like you can survive? Is the question that Reese initially had.
I mean, 2026 has got us spoiled to the point, and it's just crazy because I actually thought about it before because I remember um, not just hearing about it, but I mean, I was around, when we had going on trips and I had to open up the maps and, had to, the location is here, this is this and everything and all. But now we're used to GPS and different things like that. So to answer your question, I didn't know how to use a map back then, and I definitely wouldn't know how to use a map right now. So um, if, if all internet and everything like that was gone, I'll probably be lost.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. Good answer. And you mentioned something that is a skill set, reading maps and know how to work and use a compass and know how that stuff going. Everybody, we should teach that. They should teach it in school, actually, to the children. But they, like you said, Dave, they got everybody so spoiled. Like I said, I would rather have the knowledge and not need it than need the knowledge and not have it. You know what I'm saying? And those are things that they was like, oh, that's old fashioned, but you still need to know the old fashioned way. You still need to know how to
hmm
wash your clothes out by hand in case the washing machine or dryer break. That you still need to know certain things. I think is like elementary. Certain things is that we should know. I guess that's home skills. You know what I mean? That's what our parents should teach us at home, outside of school. The survival, how to survive, pure survival. You know.
Yeah, I call it the trick bag. Once people start waking up and the answer Misha question, a lot of people think that means that the world coming to an end. When it also means that the world will come into acknowledgement. We'll start to understand what's going on. And I think that's where we're at now. Everybody's starting to see the bullshit that they be doing. We starting to see that they lying to us a lot. That a lot of people eyes starting to open up. So that's another way to look at it. A lot of people look at it differently. But I still gotta remember that at one point we grew our own food, we hunt our own food, and now people really think that because they programmed that you can't eat if the grocery store is shut down. What we gonna do if they don't package our food? What we gonna do? And it's the same thing with everything else. The internet, all this stuff been around. The internet been exist. All you need is water and motion, and that creates energy. A lot of people think it's all these. Oh, you gotta have a like an antenna, a laptop, a modem. You don't need none of that. That's how they capture energy and store it into something. And then you can depend on how much you want to use and or how much you want to give out. That's why you think every new phone or new year they say we got the 3G, the fastest your phone will ever be. Oh no, the 4G is even faster. No, the 5G is even. It's like come on, man. It's like get out of here. They just find a way to sell us something that we all can get free. If we all find a way how to just dig and drill out our own water, it'd be a problem. If we all digged up for our own oil, it'd be a problem. If we all hunt for our own food, it'd be a problem. So going off the grid, it won't hurt us. It will hurt the people in charge because now they no longer got millions of slaves that will work for them while they can
Mm,
sit back and do nothing. So I
mm.
hope that we go off the grid. That'll be the best thing. I keep saying that. Let's go off the grid. Let's all do it.
Oh, you
Don't be
better
depending on city
preach,
water if
Marley.
you
You
want to
better
go on the
tell it.
grid and all that. I mean, well, that's okay.
What
Yeah,
did Malik say about my eyes? He said they still getting around in my eyes. I saw him say something
yeah.
that go by.
Got it. Mix the food. Malik.
What
Um,
what was did y'all see that? What was he saying?
we see your eyes haven't gotten any better, although they have poked around in them.
Every month. Look, I'm able to see a little bit. I can see better than I did yesterday and the day before that.
Yeah,
So that poke helped Malik. I can actually see letters on the screen instead of just all white and all brightness. And that's why I
yeah,
never did. I always look away because the light will hurt, but it's not hurting right now. And I can see words right now. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. When
Anybody
God
like
did
my
it, it ain't
grandmother that's on
darkness.
medication, or anybody like my father, or anybody like that that take medicine, I feel for them because I don't know. We can try to come up with whatever remedies is going to help with stuff like regulating blood sugar and all that type of stuff, but
yeah.
all that stuff coming to a halt. So I hope people like
Natural
my
stuff. It's
that stuff.
natural stuff.
Yeah,
And
but
I bet
the
you
average person
we
ain't on to
wouldn't
that.
have
Is
these
what I'm trying to
problems
say.
though.
The average person don't know shit about no apothecary or no nothing. That's what I'm saying. So it's
But
like,
but if we get back to eating good and natural and off the earth and stuff, I bet you those things would disappear. I bet
yeah,
you that those problems will disappear and the body will heal itself. The body is an awesome machine and it heals itself if we're getting the right stuff. Like Malik Bey said, I was reading, he said that we're poisoning ourselves. The government's been poisoned. We've been poisoned for years and years, years, generations.
Yeah.
If we go off the grid, like Molly said, that would be a good thing. And we would have to go back to the earth. The earth supplies us with everything we need to heal our bodies.
We
And
got our
that's the truth
superpower.
that they're hiding from us. I'm seeing, I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm searching. I'm like, damn, a bear.
But to
All
keep
this
people
time.
under slave, you just act like you're gonna take something from them. So now they got people worried about going off the grid. So you never think about going off of it. You'll be appreciative of what you have now, because now it's a scurry feeling. Like Unc said, like they got us wearing shoes. They keeping us like not connected to the earth. You know, we supposed to be grounded. But they already got us. Who want the best shoes? My shoes 300, 500 whole
Yeah.
time is keeping you disconnected. But that's how they trick you. You know, they make you feel like, oh, it's cool to wear those type of shoes. Oh, who got the fire shoe? And no, we should be out here barefooted at least sometime out of the day, at least an hour or so. But people find that nasty now. I ain't going out there with no shoes on. You know, so that's how they get us every
You
time. So
know
you got a
why
lot of
it's,
people. Yeah. Why is
I
that?
think
You
that's
know
why.
why
Oh,
people
go ahead,
find this
Lee.
nasty? Because of what they putting on the ground nasty. Now you got to step over needles and feces and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
They making it nasty. They polluting the ground. We
that's
used
what I
to
thought.
kids. We used to go to in the field and
Most
roll
of you
dog
have a
down the field
luxury
in
of
the
having a
grass
backyard,
and
like a small
cartwheels.
grass
But you
space.
can't do that now because so much other stuff is hidden in the grass, whether it's animal dung or needles or glass, broken glass and bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
We are the humans are messing up,
Right.
throwing bottles, breaking glass. You can't work barefooted now. You can't roll down a hill now. You like we used to because they dirtying it up. They polluting it.
You could do that with the grass patch in front of your spot.
That
Like
little grass. Did you see them walking the dogs at night? You
it's
see
just
them
about connecting with it's just about connecting with
some
the
doo
ground.
doo.
Most people don't have yards and stuff anymore. That's the problem. So they're giving people big ass houses or putting people moving in the apartment condos and shit like that. The more they build these cities, the more they take rural areas like what I live in and turn it into city. That's more concrete that's being slapped over this grass
Yeah.
and shit. But everybody don't have it. That's the problem with the city because everybody don't have the luxury of just But there's grass everywhere. Like there's if you wanted to ground, there's grass somewhere you can ground at. If you want to do it, you can actually do it. What was you about to say, David? Because I heard you trying to speak.
Yeah. I was piggybacking on what Althea was talking about when she was talking about, feces and different things like that. Wouldn't living off the grid that would mean like no toilet system and all that.
Yeah, no
We did it
water, no
Yeah,
before.
clean water.
but ain't
Outhouse.
that what
But
started with
y'all didn't
the
do it.
black
That's the
plague
thing.
and
We acting like we just was in there.
No, what started the Black Plague was the nastiness. It came from Europe, and that was the nastiest caused by the rats and the rodents because they didn't have any irrigation system. They would throw their waste right on the street. They would walk
that's,
in their waste. That's why
yeah,
they had those high. Everybody wore the high heel
the
shoes, not
high
the
heels.
flat.
Good
Yeah,
point.
So it was the
remember
nastiness. It wasn't. It
I
wasn't
sent
because
the video.
right. It wasn't because they had an outhouse system. It wasn't because they dug a hole. That's what you're supposed to do when you didn't have the septic system.
But
So
I don't think we're being realistic like with some of this because we act like we can say it used to be done, but how many people actually experienced it? How many people actually used our house? How many people actually planted some plants? How many people actually grew something and ate it? Like how many people? No, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm glad that I'm glad you raised your hand because that makes you more valid. But if you've never done any of those things, I'm hoping that I guess this will be like the indication for people to start and get into it. But people just act like, oh, I'm gonna go use our house. Some people can't make it outside, and then tell me,
Right.
oh, I'm gonna go use our house. So I don't think that's realistic.
we gotta teach them. I mean, it's the older generation gotta teach the younger generation. This is how we
We
do.
gotta teach some of
This is
y'all.
how this
Shit,
is for
we
this.
gotta teach all ass. Shit.
But they don't. But they don't want to learn.
Yeah, but a lot of people is sitting there scared of snakes and different things like that or whatever like that. No, this
Bugs and
time you're
shit.
gonna want to go outside.
Look,
Wanna,
if I got a shit outside, and I like, hopefully ain't no snakes around. If I got shit outside, that's what the hell I gotta do. Period. It's just that simple. If I gotta piss outside, I'm gonna piss outside. It's just that simple. All that word about an outhouse and all that, I don't give a damn about an outhouse. As long as I got something to wipe my ass with, I can keep moving
And
forward
they
with my
use the
head hung up
leaves.
high.
Yeah, my grandmother
People do
told
it
me when they
every
was
day.
kids.
People do it every day. People do it
My
every day.
grand,
Female
my,
gotta pee after drinking and shit. Oh, pull over right here. She don't care. Don't nobody give a fuck if you say somebody see you pissing and shitting in the woods.
my grandmother said that when they was young, that they would get a baby tree, and she told me how they do it. They get a baby tree. You lean on the tree, and you lean back and you shit on the tree. You squat like back on the tree. And I said, well,
What the
what did y'all
fuck?
use for toilet paper? She
What?
said
How the
leaves.
fuck would they do that?
A baby
I'm
Ugh.
tree,
sorry.
I guess, helps
I'm
clean
sorry.
that.
I just never
You sit
heard.
on you do what you got to do, and I guess they help clean the
Ugh.
butt. People used to use corn cobs before there was toilet paper. It helped clean to get whatever.
corn,
They would get a baby tree
What
and lean
the
against the baby tree.
corn on the cob.
I've never heard that, Riri.
Cobb.
Corn
I'm
cob,
gonna need you to which
cob.
cob.
They
No,
would
no,
use
no, no. Riri talking about the little hairs that's on the corn. That's what she's talking about. The
The
little,
husk.
yeah.
The husk.
No, they
I,
would use the cob, not the corn part, but after
He
the
tried to help you,
what?
and you still said
You said the
going on the
cob.
cob.
Who
The
in the
husk
hell is going to use a
right?
cob to wipe
Outside.
anything with?
The husk.
they would use the cob.
The husk.
We're
The
gonna need some
outer
research
part.
on that.
The cob is
Yeah,
the
We're gonna need
part.
some
look it
research on that
up.
one. We're gonna need some info. Yeah, we're gonna need
The
some
more
fact
people
finding on
talk,
that.
sometimes. Mm.
Yes, they
See, that's what I'm talking about when people survival, because I hear shit like that. I'm like, I don't think you ready. I don't think people ready when they say shit like.
Yeah, but it was the truth.
I'll look it up though. All I can do is look it up. I just never in my
Yes,
life.
please look it up for them and tell them that's what they use. Because you know me, if y'all
Yeah,
don't know
you'll
me, I was
use
that little
anything.
girl that asked questions. I was that little girl that just like people use newspaper, they used to use newspaper, paper
you know.
bag. They
Yeah.
used to yes.
Yeah, paper bag newspaper, not a cob.
Yeah.
So
a
what's the
corn
worst
cob,
thing
the
you
husk.
use, Riri?
The worst thing that I use
Uh-huh.
brown paper bag or the comments. Well, I'm gonna tell you, when you use newspaper, the ink get on your hands and your ass. So the best thing to use is the brown paper bag. You take it and you rub it to get it soft. You don't take it just like the pages. You take it and you got to do this to make it soft. You do this long enough to make it soft, the paper bag, and you be able to use it. Boom. So
Boom.
I ask questions.
Won't you just get it wet?
No, because you don't want it to make it. Once it get wet, it breaks apart.
Okay.
Once
That's
you don't get it wet,
everything.
you get it wet, you make it soft. Y'all laughing and stuff, but I bet y'all be surviving. Pure survival.
Wouldn't be a cob.
So you just gonna smear that all over the place, huh?
Yeah,
No,
you just gonna wipe
paper
this.
bag.
He said, Kyle says, I ain't afraid to die. I've already came. Go back real quick, Molly. I'm sorry. He said, hold on, shit. Okay. Kyle said, I ain't afraid to die. I've already came to terms with it due to my kidney disease. It would be doing me a favor. Damn, I didn't even know about that, Kyle. Damn, what a good day. I ain't know about that.
You on dialysis? My sister's on dialysis. She has,
That's anybody depending on any type of medication or anything.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Then that'd be
Hopefully,
hard for surgeries and stuff like that. That would be, a lot of people might perish because of that, because they're medical. They wouldn't have the technology, wouldn't be able to use the technology if they actually get off the grid, because there's so many machines that keep the people alive today.
Easy growing stuff. You're right. Wrap your paper bag. Yeah, I can't. I'll be trying to bounce off shit.
A corn
sometimes.
cob. That's what they call it. A corn cob. Just somebody just look it up. Let me look it up for y'all. Corn
That was
cob.
You
what
said
I
it. I'm gonna feel bad looking it up.
Don't feel bad looking at me. It's the truth.
Siri, can you look up when people were wiping their ass with corn cobs?
She's like, yes, I'll look that up for you. You said you could have told me the husk. I'd have been like, okay, well, but you said the cob. Okay, all right.
Hey,
I
doctor.
tried to clean it up for her. I tried to make the most
her,
logical sense because that's the softest part of the corn. That's the softest part of the corn.
Yeah. People use corn.
I say, fuck that husk. I'm gonna use that cob. Okay.
It sound like the first dildo.
That's what I was thinking.
A shitty situation. That's not cool.
Okay.
Hey, doctor, I accidentally got
Hold
corn on
up.
the
I
cob
got
of my
the
ass.
video. I'm sending it to the group. Molly, if you could please put this video up. Why they always test my
We're the alternate trajectory. Now we talking about.
We I need to see this.
No,
Fuck
it's
that. I
just
need to see this.
a brief
Video.
Yeah.
You want to play your first one?
No, the one that I just sent to group, because it helped them about the corn cob thing. Just really quick. It's just
let them know about that cob.
Yeah, the first Indian dildo.
See, now I know how y'all would do on the grid. I see.
Okay, from the ancestors.
You just gotta squeeze it. It's gonna get real soft. Just squeeze it.
Just
No,
get it
they
wet.
was hard. It was hard, but that's what they use. That they use different
It's
stuff.
off if you eat the corn
Uh,
off.
and it, hey,
What the hell
and
is
it's
y'all?
recyclable. And it's
What
recyclable.
the
Yeah,
Just
you
fuck is
supposed
dunk
to
it in
eat
some
the
water.
corn off of it first. It's just the cob. I didn't say use the corn on it. That's how to have to eat the corn.
This,
You have
this,
the
this.
cob.
Where's the
That's what they
video?
do with the
Trey,
cob.
do you see the message that she sent it yet? Or I'm just not getting on my
I
end.
know. I don't know what she sent it to because it did not pop up on my phone at
Oh
all.
my god.
So I need
Oh
her.
my
If we're going to discuss the cob, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, give Reese a moment to send a link about the cob because I don't know where I would find that
It
information.
says share.
Okay, so
That's
the
share.
cob is
It says morning
is
mac.
It's the stalky part. You know what it is. You did the
Hey, you
motion.
need to
Do it
wash your
again.
hands, mister.
You need to stop doing stuff like that. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
It's the stalk part, yes. I thought you was going to say the leaves, but no, we're not going
And no one would eat Reese corn pudding.
corn
Oh my
pudding
God,
ever.
man. My
Cornbread,
man,
corn pudding.
Mr.
Nothing.
Green visually was holding a cob in
No,
his hand
he
just
done
now.
did. He done finished that cob off for the camera.
It,
Terrible. That's not
my
the
bad.
concept we're looking for.
My bad. They shot
it's
shot me with morphine and junk.
Oh, and that's why. All right.
Yeah. I got scared. I got scared. I said I'm not going to be out on the out on the corner feeding for this mess and junk and all that. And they was like, no,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, type shit. You don't want to be on that.
thing.
All right, survival instincts.
Corn
All right,
pie.
corn on the cob.
I've never heard of that. I mean, I heard of corn on the cob, but I never heard of
Sun in a steaming cup.
wipe your
Tune
ass
into
with
the
the
show where the
cob.
vibes heat up. The
What
morning
up,
Mac
what
got
Hey,
the flavor,
Phil,
got the
slide
glow.
through. Okay,
Started right, let your
consecutive
energy
days. What's up,
flow.
Phil?
High takes
Ask
rise
Phil.
up in the
Ask
morning
Phil.
with
Has he ever
fresh ideas.
wiped his
Yeah,
ass
the first
with
question I
cob?
want to ask you is Reese brought up, so we were talking about survival's instinct. So we talking about a couple different things about being off the grid and could people survive, which is her initial question. So I definitely want to ask you if you feel like you can survive. I just want to ask you one quick question before we put up this video that, before we watch this video Molly got up. Have you ever heard of people wiping their ass with the cob part of a corn stalk?
No, but I
Okay.
ain't gonna say it's not true.
All right. Thank you for that. Go ahead and play the joint, Molly.
You ever heard
Oh,
of people
that's
wiping
what
their
I'm
ass with a
talking
rope?
about. I ain't know what y'all was talking about.
I go with a rope before a cob, but go ahead and play the joint.
Meet Dave, our unlucky quantum physicist, who's about to find out firsthand.
Got me quiet.
All right.
Ever wonder what people use before toilet paper? Meet Dave, our unlucky quantum physicist, who's about to find out firsthand when his time machine malfunctions in ancient Rome. Our modern hero materializes in a public bathroom, circa 100 AD, only to discover there's no paper in sight. Instead, he faces Rome's solution, a communal sponge on a stick, shared by everyone and soaked in vinegar. As Dave learns from a helpful local, this silospongium was actually considered quite hygienic for its time. Across history, humans used everything from corn cobs to smooth stones, seashells to newspaper pages. But nothing quite matches Dave's
Corn
horror.
cob. She gonna be like, bam, see?
Has already been used today. Did you survive ancient Roman bathroom etiquette?
I mean, shit, huh? Let me give your ass some fireworks since you right
I know
there.
you're not gonna send no CGI. I know you're not gonna send no CGI talking about that based on no facts.
That nigga said he
I ain't
went
never
back
heard
in
of
the
nobody
past.
wiping their ass no
Nope.
rock.
He
I
said he
talked
went
to
back in the past
people.
in a time machine and seen that shit.
Thank you, Malik, for that reaction on the morning page.
No,
I
but
appreciate it.
that was back in the day. Y'all, I got aunties and uncles that's 96 years old, and y'all forget I had grandparents that I talked to, and their parents that if they was living, they was 100 or something years old. I actually had a
Wiping
chance
their ass
to
for
sit
corn.
down
So you was
and
asking them about the cob, or like how the conversation come up about the cob?
ask them what they use. I asked all kinds of crazy questions because I wanted like, well, what the outhouse? What y'all use? What is Yes, when they had corn, there was a bucket that sat in the outhouse with the cobs, and they used the cobs. I asked questions, boo.
So you
Look at
asked the
you and your
question
research
of they
today. Good for
using the
you.
cob.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard a lot
good
of shit
job.
that people did way back in the day, but it was a lot of white people. Like I think they talking about white ancient Rome. They not talking about black people. I think.
No, he was just saying through the years.
Yeah,
No, when they
they
had
was,
outhouses,
yeah,
you
they
didn't
be
have
talking
toilet
about
paper.
their
They use some
history
of
most
everything.
times.
But he was talking about their era. If you paid
Yeah.
They weren't
attention,
taking
that was,
baths or
that was,
none of that, so we can't
they was
share that
over there with
history
that
with
shit.
them.
We was
But
not
it
here with
was
that
the
shit.
corn
They was
cob
sleeping with
thing
the
wasn't
animals.
that old, Marlon. I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm
What
saying
you
so
talking
when they
about?
be like, we was sleeping with the animals, they not talking about us. But we be taking it, so it's like we pick and choose when they talking about us. This is a European talking about his people back in the day, what they was doing. I still believe it that they probably use corn in a
Let's go
cob.
Africa.
They
Hold
probably
up.
use all types of
Let's
shit.
Google. Let's Google what the poor people
No,
use
I
back in the
believe
day.
people probably used it. I just don't know nobody that used it. In my
I want to
family,
know for the record.
Actually, y'all
For the
probably ain't
record.
never
For the
even
record.
asked nobody. Y'all probably
I
don't
just
even know
want to.
nobody that really use an outhouse. Y'all probably see y'all don't ask the question. If you don't ask
Ooh,
the
I
question,
just spoke on
you
some
don't
property
know.
owners in my family, but okay,
You
I'm
don't
not
know.
just
Ask
asking
ask
what
Uh,
to
random
ask.
No,
No,
I've used
ask
the
them
outhouse
serious. Ask the
before.
older folks. They'll tell you.
I've used the outhouse. So.
right. I've used the outhouse myself, just outside of the house, nothing
Now
special.
imagine you ain't had no toilet paper in it.
It wouldn't have been no cob, so move on. Regardless, it still wouldn't have been a cob. So
Well, look what they did.
okay, good for you. All good. You win 10 points. Get a cookie and everything when we
It's
get
because
done.
y'all gotta realize, oh, this happened before you was born. This happened before your time. This happened before I was born. So if you don't ask the question or you don't care to know until it come up in the other casual conversation, that don't mean it wasn't so. Just because you never heard of it, baby.
That seems rather.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
what?
gonna put your other side since she didn't get that one. That way we're not poking the same side.
I know you get. Yeah. Yeah. So what's
What
up, Ray?
video
What's
is
up?
coming
Yeah,
up?
can't get quiet. I don't see nothing coming up right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who was that was talking, so I didn't. What
No,
are
that was.
the comments are saying? What are they saying in the comments?
Oh shit.
Oh, the nurses and all said they never heard of it either.
How old is your nurse?
40.
She probably said, "What? Never
Okay.
in my professional career have I ever heard that."
Okay.
If you asking what the comments say, Malik said Rodney wouldn't have to worry about it because he has to do it. All he has to do is tell God he will be provided. There was never no white ancient Rome because they didn't get there until 1682. Older folks don't know anything. That's why we don't know anything. Thank you, Malik, because we always talk about what the fuck y'all didn't pass down. But either way, we use bamboo paper, not toilet paper. Okay, that's a good alternative. Yeah, I like your comments, Malik. Yeah, half the discussion we talking about on here is what I don't know why they stopped passing down knowledge, and then we talking about this on here, but you know, yep, corn cobs. Let's move on.
Okay, let's get back to the solar flare. I don't want to get off a grid
Yeah, we've been
about
on.
the solar. It's
Been
about
on.
living off the grid, and these are things that could cause that to actually happen. The solar flare video, Amali. We're back on the topic now. The solar flare living off the grid, and they were saying that these are things that could impact us. Even though I think it's man that's impacting us, I don't think it's so much the sun. I think they're harvesting the energy from the sun to do weaponry and stuff and to make everything go out, just like Trey was saying yesterday with the EMPs and stuff. And that's just what the solar flare would do, except for they said that things will catch on fire. That's what that's like, wow.
Ray.
Yes,
The
sir.
only
I
the
got a
only
video.
thing the only thing that they would look to catch on fire will be like they would say it's the solar plants. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, nothing else. It's a lack of power. It's a lack of power. So the only thing that will possibly catch on fire is something that may use power, like these solar. I mean, not these. What are they? The joints.
The
What is
power
it?
plants.
The power plants. Okay, but it's the nuclear plants. Those are the only ones that you will really have to worry about because they have a water system that calms down to the low. What's calm? It be steam that be coming out. Yeah, that's steam that comes out. But it's water that sprays on the reactor all day, all day, all day. Now, if that cuts off, the reactor starts to get hot and it explodes. And now you got another incident in Chernobyl.
Another
That's
Chernobyl.
basically what happened.
Same
Chernobyl.
reaction.
Yeah, but that's the same. That's what happened there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like I
It's
said, you
still
know,
blowing in the dark over there in Russia.
you've been in the dark for 9 months. What makes you think you can't survive in the dark?
How? Who, me?
Everybody was in the dark for 9 months. What makes you think they can't survive in the
Yeah.
dark?
I didn't. I don't know, Molly Mall. When you get ready, you can pull up the first video that tells what a solar flare is, and then we can go to the next one. How the news saying it's impacting us, and that's something that we didn't even know on this end. And thank you for that story because it was that brought it to me yesterday, and I said we want to talk about this on Tall Tale Thursday because it didn't seem real. I was like, now how is solar flare going to impact Europe and half the world, and we don't, and impact us like that? But it actually did a little bit, not just as much as it did over there to them. I guess because of where it went off at. But and I was like, wow. So
you on the Verizon network.
Verizon was off yesterday, baby. Couldn't nobody call. Make calls. Did y'all know that? For y'all Verizon customers and stuff? And that's probably what, because I got Verizon for my internet and everything. That's probably why I couldn't stay on yesterday. Bloop, bloop. It kept saying couldn't connect to the server or couldn't connect to the device.
Yeah. So, it went down at like 12:30.
So it couldn't connect to the server. So that's what it was. And that's so terrible when we got all of this stuff in the outer space. And then with stuff, what goes up must come down. And it constantly. My cousin lives in Florida, down there where they're always launching off. She said they launching rockets like a couple of times a day. Bezos guy, Jeff Bezos, and what's the other one name? Elon Musk, like one doing Blue Sky, Blue Horizons, and the other one doing something else, and they keep going up in outer space. And every time a rocket go up, they don't have service. The phone service go down. So I'm like, dang, and we be on the phone and we be talking and the launches, because they give them a schedule of when the launches and stuff gonna happen. Because of that, I'm like, dang. She said every couple of times of what she said, it's ridiculous. And I'm like, wow. That's all I can say. What goes up must come down. We ready for the solar flare video? Is it up yet?
No, it's not up on screen yet. I would have verbalized it as soon as it came up. We'll try to. It didn't come up yet.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Solar flare.
Give him a second. He's finding it.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
I had it up, but I put it down for that corn.
Yeah, for that call.
Oh God. And I guess that's what country people, down there. That's they country. They from South Carolina, North Carolina. So
what's up, Ron?
They can do what it do. Ron Hunt.
Yeah, there you go.
Ron and John in here.
Greetings. Could you imagine wearing burlap? They actually had a fabric, and they had like clothes and stuff with burlap.
What is burlap?
You said what's burlap?
Yeah.
It's a fabric, like a burlap bag. It's itchy and it's scratchy. It's brown and beige in color. It's a
that kind of bag.
A lot of people make it with sacks. but they also had to use it for clothes, a cloth.
So up on your screen, you have the how the universe works video.
How the solar flare? Okay, is that the one?
What was the relation to solar flare?
Huge loops of magnetic energy arc out over the sunspots. Twisted and unstable, desperate to spew their energy, they create a magnetic bomb primed to explode.
And so if one magnetic field with stored energy sees another magnetic field, those two look at each other and say, hey, if we connect, we can get rid of a lot of energy. They do so. They reconnect. Wow.
It's a huge explosion. We call it a solar flare. And this can be equivalent to millions of nuclear weapons exploding simultaneously.
Solar flares erupt outwards into space at up to 4.5 million miles an hour, releasing massive amounts of energy.
Did you play the rest of it? Molly.
That was all
Yeah, the whole video.
Oh, okay.
That was the end of the video.
Okay. That's well, to explain what it was. Then you go ahead and play the second one, like right behind it. Okay, I had to time that like at 3 minutes. But I think the second one talks about when it hit the earth on the 12th, which was January the 12th. That was just Sunday.
Yeah, because that one said the solar flares go
That was
up
Monday.
into space. Like, hold up. Solar flares go up into space and the sun already in space.
No, that's what they're saying. They shoot out into space
Shoots out
from the sun.
Yeah, meaning that it's not out. Like, that's like me saying I shoot out of my window. That means I'm in the house and I'm shooting out of the window. That means the sun is not in the space, but shooting out that way. I don't know. It's just weird that they said that.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to what they saying too.
The words
That
matter.
CGI
Yeah.
video don't get me. Ain't no way they got no cameras. That's fake. Oh, you said strike Earth, right?
Switch
Strike
card
Earth,
is
yeah.
I got it. It's right here.
Got a video coming up.
Allows the northern lights to be seen as far south as Florida. Hi, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice, mapping out the potential that this could be 2 days in a row that we see this. What we're seeing out of this is a G4 geomagnetic storm. And what's happening out of this, folks, is pretty remarkable to see. I've got all the tools here from NOAA's Aurora forecast. Now, this is some of their tools. Watch as we go into what is a normal night right here. Those northern lights are seen up toward Canada, up through Alaska, certainly always kind of normal. Now, look what happens as we go through today and into tonight. Watch how nighttime comes back to the United States. That solar storm hits the United States at the right time here. And watch this. Sun goes down across the eastern half of the United States. And then watch this, about 9:15, boom, the solar storm hits, and look at that. That allowed for the northern lights to be seen as far south as Florida. And folks, it may be a stronger solar storm as we go into tomorrow. Those are the indications here from NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center. In fact, they're telling us that it's a KP index of over 9 for tonight. Now, that could be returning again tomorrow. Here's the deal, though. If it's daylight when that solar storm hits, you will obviously not see anything like that. But the power grid, there are 11 states in the United States that have been warned for possible voltage control issues for the power grid there. Satellites are showing some increased drag, some orientation problems, maybe even some GPS disruptions. And the radio high-frequency signals may go dark at times in areas that are seeing this solar storm the most pronounced. So, folks, we got a lot to track here, not just the weather going on right now, but if you will, please let me know in the comment section where you're watching from right now. We'll continue this update because there is plenty to talk about here, including our frigid air mass starting to turn a little bit warmer. Folks, we had record-breaking cold as far south.
Okay. that it was talking about that and interrupting frequencies and all that stuff. And that's what we were saying, that when you go off the grid, everything is it's like going dark. But some people think some people think that that's apocalyptic an event. Oh, that'll be the end of the world. No, that might be the end of technology until they rebuilt it up again. And I believe that's what's happening. Sometimes they keep doing technology over and over. How they keep saying we're reinventing the wheel. They're just going to keep reinventing ways to do stuff. The technology. Because if think about it, if we had this technology and stuff back in ancient Rome and Egypt time, maybe something happened, a solar flare, and everybody went off the grid again, and then you had to take all this time to rebuild humanity again. I don't know. This just I'm
Well,
just guessing. I'm just giving my opinion on stuff. How we start over. That's what it looks like. That's what life seems like. It's just going around and around. You start over. Okay, well that didn't work. Okay, let's start again. Back at one. What Brian McKnight say? It all goes back to one. So hey, and I'm not scared. Y'all scared?
Scared of what? Nah.
Going off the grid. People are going to be panicking. People will be looting, trying to.
Girl, you need your doctor, your eye doctor, the medicine.
You know what? I need some beetroot. I'm gonna find my grandmother. Called Baxter Eaton. My mother has the book.
A lot of people will panic, man. That'd be tough.
They don't even sell that book no more.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that'd be tough for too many people out here. But to put the fear in them that it can't happen, that works. Because now you can tell them what to do.
And those that know how to do some stuff are going to be in the control. It ain't going to be the rich and elite, because the rich and elite going to lose their power, because guess what? Because money ain't going to have no power over nobody.
Them the same people in control. Same
right,
people.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to lose their power. So
they're going to still have the power, because if they the one who hunting and catching our food now, if we all go off the grid, they don't even want to know how to hunt and cut food now.
It ain't them that's hunting and catching food. It's the workers that know how to do it. It's the people that know how to do it. It's us that know how to do it.
One thing that I bought for everybody. So when we talking about Christmas gifts and we talking about buying people lavish stuff and not, one thing I bought everybody is just like for the females especially, to have in their car is a survival pack. And to have in their houses is a survival pack. So on the inside of it, since we talking about resources and all that shit. Basic things like the gauzes. You got gauzes in here, glow sticks, flashlights, like hammers and tools that you can use to do certain things. You got wiring to actually like use as to start up a fire. You got all types of bandages and all types of like a health pack and stuff in here. It was some stuff that I took out. You got a little mini shovel, shit like that. But like as a basic thing, at least make sure your people have first aid kits or something basic. Like
show me the mini shovel.
Over there.
Which one?
The mini shovel. I'm gonna zoom in on it. See, I
and
like
you can
that.
Rewind it again and extend it. But if you this is I guess will be more so like to fix something, or if somebody I guess try to come at your ass, you can still hit them
Oh,
with
the little
something.
hatchet. That's to cut the wood.
The
That's
silver
the
blankets that you can wrap yourself in won't be the most comfortable thing in the world. But as a basic thing, like we got a couple of these in the house. Everyone has one in their car. I don't have no car, but everyone has one in their car, and those are the things that I kind of like push out to people instead of trying to buy a coat or some shit.
Can I ask you one
that ain't gonna
question?
do nothing. Yes.
Where's the rubbers at? There's no rubbers. What about the safety? What about sexual safety?
Once we get to that point, they raw dog.
I mean, when you trying to quote unquote dig in some pussy, you should already be ready for that. So that's not what. Were you trying to survive the pussy, or what you trying to dig in some? What you trying to do?
I ain't
trying to
trying to
kill
die in
Yeah,
I'm
Unc
not trying
said,
to die in
homie, they
apocalypse.
died.
Being in the
or you
apocalypse. Do you understand?
oh.
I'm trying to survive the apocalypse, and then I end up dying in one.
You
No,
trying to
no.
rebirth the nation is what the fuck you trying to do. You trying to
Yeah,
repopulate.
yeah. We gotta start
That's the time
immediately.
for a restart. It's time for
And you
Immediately.
repopulate.
and your
All
leader
that
is not
shit
in
you
it.
talking about, all the luxuries gone. You ain't about to have no bitch go take no test real quick to make sure she clear. Ain't no
Oh, I'm
doctor's
gonna
office
make
right
no.
now, Stanley. You
We must
bad.
start. We must start reproduction immediately. We can't go out like that.
First thing I went to is some sex. Come on. Come on. We
Man,
had so much to discuss about survival before we got to repopulating. Come
that's
on.
not about
Come on.
survival. I need that to
Come
move
on.
forward.
You, you need that to function now sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at
If
least
I say,
something basic like
man, if I
little
save
basic
your,
shit
if I
that
save your life, if I save your life from some type of alien invasion and all that, you goddamn right. You better give me 5 minutes in that corner over there. You tripping?
I'm dead
If
as
I'm gonna
shit.
die, I'm gonna die happy. You tripping?
I'm dead as
We out here, we trying to cut wood and we trying to start fires. Unc can't help because his legs weak. He keep
He in the corner sleep, so he can't help start the fire.
I'm going to help.
He
I'm gonna
ain't
help
start nothing.
reproduce. I'm
When he
going to
wake
help.
up, yeah. Oh, that's his job. Okay.
Y'all are
So
gonna be
that's
too
his
tired to do
They talking
anything.
about
I'm gonna
plant, Uncle
reproduce.
E.
But
That
then
ain't
all the
trying to
kids gonna
see.
come out like you, just little hornballs. Ain't none of them gonna want
He'll
Nah, we
fucking up
don't
the
need to
conversation.
reproduce any more of your
Reproduction. We gotta
Not
build
What's up,
your
fast.
man?
babies, brother. We need the workers. We need
What's up, Ernest?
what we grinding. We need the ones that's gonna go out there and get
I'm
it,
terrible
man.
no
We don't
matter
need
what.
too many
Shelter or
kids. We
food.
put a few Uncle E's out there. Uncle E gonna run the
Misha
book.
said,
He gonna
look,
run the
What Rodney
Misha
said?
said, I'm terrible. She said, no water, shelter, or food, but he want to fuck. Rodney said, Malik, I have never said I was smarter than you. Nor do I care if I am. If you feel like I got to be smarter than you to teach you something, then that's stupidity. Let's start.
Shots fired.
Thank you, Ernest, for the notification on the Morning Max Show page. I appreciate
Butter
that.
man.
Rodney, I don't know where your notification at because I ain't see
What
that
up,
this
butter
morning.
man?
But
Look, and everybody, please like, comment, and share. The more we know, the more we grow. And I definitely want us to grow together as a family.
Yeah, I want motherfuckers to start reading a little more.
Some of us
Shit, so
gonna know a little more than others, depending on what we talking about. You know, y'all want
Mhm.
to talk about
Everybody got
camera
something off.
production. I got that. I might know a little more. Y'all want to talk about, construction and building a home. Uncle E probably got us right there. You want to talk about restaurant and all that, how it goes in and out. Rodney probably got everybody with that. So it
Mhm.
just depends.
Everybody got a lane.
I know.
Everybody got a lane.
We can learn from everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody's smarter than somebody in some field. I know a crackhead out there that know more about cars than any of us on here.
Okay.
You know?
Tell you
He
everything
might
about
can't
it.
tell you nothing else, but he can tell you what's wrong with your alternator.
Listen to that.
Probably was a damn good mechanic,
It's the best.
That's it.
Yeah.
We all know something, like what's the saying says, Jack of all trades and the master of none. It's
Oh
better to
shit!
be.
Here we go again.
It's better to be
Hey,
a master
I know I'm not taking with me if anything go wrong. So
of none than a master of one. That's what the saying is. Philosophy.
Some of y'all gonna be stuck.
If we had to pick the people we had to survive with, who picking Reese first? I think Reese, you gonna have to come with me. I don't think nobody gonna want you, Shawty. I might take my sister with me, Reese.
She like, what was she
I will go with you. And look, and what they missing is a lot of ancient knowledge, the knowledge that I got from my forefathers.
Like the car, the corn on the car.
But your butt will be clean.
I'm not gonna come get you. You just got stripped. Yep. You got.
He's about to volunteer.
Yeah.
I know how to cook.
Nah,
I know how to make the
Reese,
fire.
I need Unc there too. We need you to help her reproduce.
Let me tell you something.
Baby.
Oh yeah, see, reproduction. You was
No.
already on that.
No. There's an age limit to this shit. No, there's an age limit to this.
No. It's survival. We gotta survive.
It's pure
That girl ain't
survival.
reproducing nothing. Stop it.
What's
Look,
up?
and you ain't shooting nothing. You stop it.
That's somebody in a
And when
different
the
country.
younger
You see that
ones,
pyramid? You see that
Oh my
pyramid?
Got
God,
family
Lucy.
on here, Malik.
Kwame Bay,
look,
Malik Bay, Kwame Bay. What's going on? All right.
Yeah,
look.
he went and got cuz on Rodney. Stop
Yeah.
playing with him, Slim.
What y'all
Hey,
talking
hey,
about?
Rodney, stop playing,
Look,
boy.
my
I had to
grandmother's
pull up on that.
mother, this is a true story. She
Oh,
survived
shit.
14 years with cancer, with no chemotherapy, no nothing. She went to the woods and she picked out certain leaves. She came and bought it and made her tea. Now, I ain't lying, I ain't welling. This is honest to goodness truth. You can ask Felicia when she get back in. If
I
you
don't care
know
about the
what,
actual
if you
pictures,
know
I say.
what plant heals, and you know what bushes to take and to eat from, or what benefits certain stuff have, it's better than modern medicine. She lived 14 years, and they did a biopsy on her, and the cancer took her breast. The breast was gone, ate through. It's like you could see a hole in her. Now I seen it with my own eyes. When
And
my
y'all
If
eyes
your
was
still
good.
taking
if your
medicine.
people's passed down so much
Taking
good
medicine.
information, why you
You
ain't
supposed to
using
pass
it?
it down. Yeah.
Because
Boom!
because
Shit
I was
down.
programmed like everybody else and believed in
Nah,
Western
you don't
medicine.
lose knowledge
Yeah.
once you get it, bruh.
Believe no,
One
I
paying
still got the
grandma no
knowledge,
attention.
but you think that what they do is more powerful. You know,
Nah,
you was like,
What?
wow, they could do this
nah,
quick.
it
They
Yeah, I
could
makes sense.
seen my
the
grandmother done
doctors, the
popped out 10
doctors.
pills a day. They was shooting insulin in their arms. I was like, man, I ain't trying to have to do that when I get there. I thought that was normal. If I'd have seen her throw them pills and got hit or something else, I'd have been on this stuff. You know, I found out late. You know, this information you supposed to
This is my
take on and play
grandmother's
it down.
mother that
That's
she was
even
supposed to
better.
pass
Yeah.
down.
Somebody stopped
Exactly.
it though. Somebody stopped it. We need to get that back, Riri. Find out the remedy.
Because y'all
And we can
going,
bring that back out so the next generation they ain't got pop pills. I don't want my kids had to pop pills and stuff like that, man. I want them to be able to go in their house, go in the cabinet, put a few things together, and they can take care of it. Unless
Yeah,
they
and
break
that was
something,
the
you
truth.
know.
I guess Anne's getting ready for work, but I was like,
That
where's
shit
she
don't
at?
really
She'll
been
tell you.
nationality.
Card notes.
real business is claiming nationality.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I just be amazed at all this stuff they be coming up with. I just like anything that have a name, somebody named it. I'd be like, that's so tight. It be facts to other people. It like, no, because God said. I'm like, hold on.
No,
I be like, hold on.
no.
Somebody talk to God. They be like, yeah, you know, such and such talked to him in the revelation. Oh, in the book it said he talk. So that's stand. You know, I just be so amazed at that. Because if I go around just telling people God told me something, they be like, yeah, all right, that was your message then. My God talked to me. I don't know what God you told. Then how you know what God was they talking to? They
Yeah.
might was talking to all types of gods too. It's just amazing that be the stamp right there. And they be like, yeah, you know, if God said he want this and this and that, I'm like, wow, can't nobody speak to God. You know, you feel how you feel. You can, but for people to put it in a book, that's it. It's like then you take that information, you pass it on. That's programming right there. Even if it's good stuff, it's a lot of great stuff, but it's still programming. It's like they giving you the answer that you weren't even having a question about. So it's just like, okay, how the world start? Well, it started with Adam and Eve. Who the world? Why it couldn't have been Marley and Reese? Why the hell it gotta be Adam and Eve? Why it always got who named them Adam and Eve? And, you know, then it's like, oh, the atoms in your body. It makes sense. You know, the
Well,
energy.
it's spelled differently.
Yeah,
ADAM.
it's all about sound, though. It don't matter about that sound.
Adam,
How you want
atom.
to spell it.
Adam, atom. It's
But
two
it's just
different
like
words.
somebody gave you that story. I be having my own theories. Like I be like, why I can't just come up with a theory on how I think the world started?
You
You know,
can, and people will follow it. People will believe
you
it and
know, it's
follow it,
like,
and
but
you know.
that be demonized against. They be like, oh, that's demonized. You know, you shouldn't do that. You worshiping the wrong God. Who told you you worshiping the right God?
Who the right
You know,
one
like
is?
it's just so amazing to me that we that programmed to take a lot of them words literally instead of just a message. You know, that came from the people before us. I think it was more history book, then literally like this would happen to everybody. Like I don't know. It just be
And
amazing.
it was spells. And I'm thinking back to where people used to write on the walls. They used to draw pictures. They wasn't talking. They wasn't writing words. They was drawing pictures to tell a story about what happened. I think about that too, instead of words. If you just said words are spells and curses and stuff, I wonder, is that why people communicated in those times like that?
Isn't that hieroglyphics?
Yeah, it's two different kinds of hieroglyphics. You got the words and you got the canvases. What Reese is talking about is the canvases. You know what I'm saying? And what it was is they was basically showing you what was going on in their time, and that was how they wrote their history.
Yeah.
Right, and that goes to the ant people who saved society, who saved the who saved humankind, took them under the up under the caves and all that, with that little tunnel system that goes all over the United States and all that.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot when you talking about I mean like even when you talking about the solar, even when you talking about the solar flare, it's a whole lot that's behind all the solar flare and all that, and it's not necessarily the government. It's some things that your government cannot control. You know what I'm saying? But this plane that we're on is on the axis. So when the flare comes out, it's not necessarily intended to come towards Earth. We have received several flares, thousands of flares. But the only thing they're saying is this last one was so much faster and so much stronger than the previous ones that it's now something to really look at real strong. You know what I'm saying? The reason why, I'm about to say the reason why you saying the Boris Nihilus or whatever the fuck they call that shit is because right now there's what you call a high velocity energy over there in Greenland. You know what I'm saying? That's what all that Greenland shit is about. It ain't about no resources and all that shit. It's about that energy that's over that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what's causing the energy that's being dispersed from the earth. That's what's causing the Boris Riders. That's what's causing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you that.
Yeah, like the Bermuda Triangle. And shit,
right.
Yeah.
Just like the Bermuda Triangle. But they're not going to tell you that. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get over there and get that little area under control so that, man, if something wild does happen, it's contained. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know our government does more containment of things than anything.
Yeah, they do more line and covering up than anything. Can somebody see Kwame Bays? He was saying something. Hey,
we got the comments. We got you on the comments and stuff. You ain't got to worry about that. That's our job.
Hey,
you got to understand one thing, and that is, a lot of times your government cannot tell you the specifics of everything because y'all like, and I'm gonna say this to the population: it's too many of us that's blind that don't believe shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they showing you the shit, they're showing you everything that you don't believe that's real. They're showing it to you. You know what I'm saying? But you still don't believe it's real. Now I will go to something you said earlier. Right. Verizon cut off their services to millions of customers across the whole fucking United States because of that shooting and them protests that's going on in Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? In that particular quadrant of the United States, Verizon and all, you have your particular phone companies, but that's the major phone company right there. So what they was doing was they cut all services off so that people could not communicate and say what the hell was going on. That's what that was for the other day.
You popped in the house. Hey, I knew you was getting on.
That was yesterday, right?
I knew you was getting on.
It's been going on. It's been going on for a while, but it got blew up the other day because the girl got killed when she pulled some shit off that people in DC do. Police try to get in front of the car, they pull the fuck off. Police here don't shoot. They shot. The ICE agent shot, and they found reasonable cause to say that he felt like his life was in jeopardy. It is what it is. Now they're making a big thing because she's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she is, but whatever she is, she tried to hit him. She tried to swerve. And but that's what the protest is about, because you having these ICE people. They're not. I don't even know what they is, but
they're not trained. It's like a militia.
No.
You can
Let me
sign
say
up
this.
for 'em and they give you guns.
It's more military. Yeah, it's more military minded people. So
right, like a militia.
Right. So their only thing is to bring law and order, no matter how it goes down. I keep trying to tell y'all, we've been in martial law for over since 9/11. We've been in martial law.
Yeah, that was the door. Yeah, that's when Pandora's box opened.
Man.
But see, we're still afforded freedoms, so we never think that we're in martial law. 2000, when the pandemic came, we went into level orange, which is basically no connection, no contact, no nothing. All these things are plays to play out what's really about to happen. It's everything like the people that sleep. Some of this shit has woken them up. You know what I'm saying? While others still want to be asleep. Everybody can't be woke. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be woke, but they're prepared.
When the pandemic came, people, that's when the internet blew up. That's when all this communication and stuff. So imagine that you're in pandemic state or modus, right? Pandemic mode, right? And you don't have no internet, no way to communicate to each other. What you gonna do? Set up smoke signals? What they gonna do? They really gonna panic then, and then they're gonna start being little cluster cells because they have no way of reaching the people that they want in their group or whatever. So then that's when the gatherers are going to start. The gatherings are going to start happening. Like everybody get together that's a part of this clan or this group. Everybody get together that's a part of this group and that, because their communication is no longer there. The avenue of communication. So they're going to look and seek out their loved ones.
Talk about what's going on to save the people, says Kwame Bey. Overstaying what's going on. Talk about what's going to save the people.
Save us, baby.
Whatever.
Good. Nah, I ain't got nothing to say. I just came in to say what's up. That's all. I'm good.
Bro? We heard you ain't stupid. You know?
Nah, bro. Let me tell you. You want me to acknowledge that? I don't know why people come for me. I don't get it. But I'm always good with it. But I ain't got nothing to say. You know, hey Malik, whatever you feel is how I feel. But hopefully, whenever all this stuff goes down, that I won't be here because God has already taken me. I'll start with that. And number two, but if I am here, bullets are going to be the new currency. That's what it's going to be about. If there ain't no communication, ain't no law, you can't call 911. I guarantee if you ain't strapped, you ain't eating. It's that simple. Because whatever you got, somebody going to take from you. So,
Ronnie, we can't.
That's how I look at it.
Reese at the door. We can't trust her, baby. Help.
That's why they tell you to head for the hills.
Sound like sinners to me.
That's why they tell you to head for the hills, because
but even if you got heels, if you ain't got no way of protecting yourself in those times of y'all seen that movie? What was it? The joint about tomorrow or whatever, when technology went down and they were living outside the city and all the chaos. The dude with the guns was cool. He was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm good, but you ain't coming in here taking nothing. You need medicine. You better go find it." You know what I'm saying? And that's how
the movies, they programming us how to already act and prepare for when it's to happen, man.
Yeah, predictive programming. Yeah.
2012 and all this stuff, pandemic, all this stuff happen in movies all the time. I just be questioning. I got a question for everybody. Do y'all believe anybody can speak for God?
Do I believe that anybody? No, you have to have a relationship with God to speak to God.
Can anybody speak for him? Can anybody say God said this or God?
Anybody can say that. Yeah.
No, they can't even tell me what it looks like.
Anybody can say it, but it's your choice to believe it. Like, I mean, that's still
So
your
if,
choice. I mean, if,
so he
if
can speak for God.
I'm sorry.
So is you saying anybody can just speak for God? Even it's up to you just to believe it or not, basically.
I mean, I can't make somebody not say they're speaking for God. If they say they're speaking for God, then that's it. All I can say is I don't know what God that you're talking about. That ain't my God, and move on. It's that simple. I mean, because anybody can say anything. So what is? I don't understand your question, Molly, because your question in itself isn't a question.
No,
Because anybody can say that. Yes, anybody can
and
say
that's
that.
the thing. Anybody is saying that, and everybody's believing it. Everything in that book, people say, "Well, God said this," and then they use it as a statement or argument. Well, you know, God said this. You know, God wrote this, and you know, God told Moses this. If somebody's telling you that they can speak for God, not only that, I'm gonna write down what somebody else said. God said to them. How's that possible for somebody to believe? That's why I ask, and you said it yourself. No, it's up to the person to believe it. I just want to know, why do people believe what somebody else said that God said to them? That'd be so amazing to me. And that'd be most people's argument. Well, you know, God said, and you know, God said, and you know, God started with this, and God like, hold on. Well, God, not my creator. Not the creator of the universe. We don't know when time starts. We don't know when it's going to end. We know that.
I got a question for you, Bali.
People wrote about it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What does it matter what people say? Like if like give me a for instance, people say God said what? Give me the exact statement. And then
God
I can
said
tell
in the
you
beginning of time, how long it took for him to create the earth. God told Moses this. God told
no, start with one thing. God created the earth in 7 days, correct?
Yeah.
We want to start with that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What does it it's the same argument that I give you when you tell me that the world is flat or the world is what you call it. Whether he did it in 7, whether a God or your God or their God did it in 7 days, 2 years, a month, whatever, that doesn't matter. That's minutia. The fact of the matter is if you have a God and that is your God, and that God is putting you on a path to do right and have righteousness. Me, myself personally, I can only talk for me. Now, these other people that you're talking about, I can't talk for. You get what I'm saying? But I can only talk for me. I've said it several times. I don't get stuck in the minutia of what's God's name, whether you call it Baal, Babylon, whoever. I don't give a crap who you call them. You know what I'm saying? That's your relationship with your God. The only thing I encourage you to do is have a relationship with that God. Have it. That's all. God damn it, did I cut myself off?
That's the thing. I have one. And
Did I cut myself out?
No, you didn't. We didn't hear you.
Oh, I messed up somewhere. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
I mean, I have one. And if for some reason I always get this thing that I should open people's eyes that they are being enslaved by this religion. And it's
the Bible is a tool. I've said it a million times, bro. The Bible is a tool. The church is a tool.
A gun is a tool. That don't mean I shouldn't tell kids to put them down. Why is that a thing? If I'm telling people and open their eyes that how this tool,
what are you talking about?
That's the thing. I can tell people how this tool is being used to manipulate the people. At the end of the day, nobody know how long it took God to. I don't care what you think of. You can say your God. At the end of the day, you got the answer from somebody else. They never came to a conclusion on their own. It always came from somebody else. Whatever God you believe in came from somebody else. They told you however many days you believe in that it took from to create the earth, it came from somebody else. Everything comes from somebody else. Nothing ever come from within. And that's the thing that I be trying to get people to get more within instead of more out. Nobody do history on these books, and nobody know where the word God even come from. Why we even say the word God? Why we say Allah? Why we say nationalities? All of these things. And I know that most people say it don't matter, but it does matter for some reason because it causes division of the people. It started wars. People died behind these religions that we claim. And that's like they saying, I'm Crip, I'm Blood, or one of these things that we know what comes behind it. If it's gang value, these the same thing. If you Christian, they killed more people than all of these Bloods and Crips. If you Muslim, they kill people more than all these Bloods and Crips. in the name of Allah, in the name of God, in the name of all these things. And we always say, well, if it bring good and it bring, well, why at the end of the day, it always push negativity? They just had it. They had it. They do too much stuff in the church. We don't need to come together and follow some one preacher to tell you what to believe in this scripture. And he's still using other people's history, other people's words, what they say they had a relationship with their God. That was Moses' relationship, even if it was true or not. What is y'all relationship? Write about y'all relationship with God. What path he put you on? And when he talked to you, what did he say to you? It is always what he said to Moses or what he said to Noah. Or
I've never said that, so I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
I'm just saying majority of our people, and they use this same religion to enslave our people. Then in the book, it say how, oh, our creator just made us to be enslaved. This is a punishment. Oh, we supposed to be slaves. Like, who will believe that? Nobody can write something and say, these are the words of God. These are the stories. And then when you do the history of this stuff, this somebody writing this 600 years so-called after the death of Christ. How you write about something 600 years after somebody? It's like nobody do the history on what they actually believe on. They just follow. That's like somebody just join the gang and don't know what they actually doing. Like, oh, I know y'all sell drugs and shoot guns. And yeah, we're a gang. It's GD. What do you think? And it's the same thing with Christianity. People join as kids and they don't know where this religion came from. Who started it? Why did they start it? Who is King James? If they said this was the Hitler version, nobody wanted. They be like, this is the Hitler version of the Bible. King James worse than Hitler, 10 times worse. But people still got his Bible everywhere. It just be amazing to me. That's the only thing. And it don't matter to most people. But for the people who do want to know, it's just like, it's good to at least know what you into instead of just blindly following people. That's what Jim Jones did. The Jews.
Blindly follow. Here's the thing, Molly. I don't understand what you're saying because I've never told anybody to blindly follow anyone. I've always said that the Bible is a tool.
Yeah, I know you do.
I've always said that a church is a tool, a pastor is a tool, a gun is a tool too, and you're absolutely right. So my thing is this: you use them what they are used for. Now, my opinion for me, and I will talk for me, is that I believe that each person can have a relationship with God. Now, whether or not your God is whatever God that is, I'm not the judge of that either. Because when I get up there, I'm not going to sit here and name any of y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and be like, Uncle E told me this. Trey told me.
It individualize you. See, spirituality, we all connected. We all are one. But
can I finish?
You are individual. You distancing yourself. You disconnecting yourself. But if it was just Rodney here, you won't be doing nothing. You probably wouldn't survive more than a day. You know, so it's just like I get it, but we might do come up. They might do say how you treated this person and that person and this person. So to say that, I just always be mind boggled when they say, well, I'm the only one gonna be up there and I'm only but other people might come up. They might do judge you on how you treat other people. That's why I hear all the time. I don't know what might happen at the end, but I still think that people should know the history of what these religions come from. And I'm still learning. I don't know. It's still some things I don't know. And if some people out there that know a little more about
how can you find the history that you didn't live?
Exactly.
Everything about history is you have to either take what someone has given you, come up with your own conclusion, or you just take what someone has given you and treat it as fact. There is no history if you didn't live it. Even when Reese says, my great grandmama said they used corn on the cob. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we really know that? We don't. Can we believe it? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. Everything in history is in that same category. Even if you take religion, wait a second, please. Can I just finish?
Yeah.
Even if you take religion out of it, it's still all get the information, make the best decision you can with that information, and nothing is guaranteed. We can't even guarantee that Rome was as great as they said it was because that's in the book. We can't even guarantee that the dude you just named, Nazi nigga, whatever his name, Hitler. We can't even guarantee that Hitler was as bad as he was. He might have had a great fucking idea. And the rest of the people of the world didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is up to the same scrupulation that the Bible is up to. It's just up to you to read it, get as much information, come up with your own opinion, come up with how you feel, and you can live in that, or you can choose not to. That's up to you. You can choose to follow the pastor, whatever his damn name is. What's the one with all the cars and all that shit in Houston? Whatever his name is, whatever any of those pastors are, you can choose to do that too, or you can choose to take the good out of it, live with the good, live your life the way that you feel that you should live, that your God inside of you is telling you to live. Because when you get to the end, it will be about you. It will not be about whether or not Uncle E or Funny Man Green or followed me or not.
You keep missing it. I keep telling you, my mission is to open people's eyes to what I'm doing. If that was the case, if Jesus came down here and said, no, y'all do what y'all want, just praise who you want. No, he had. I'm
not Jesus' mission. I'm not on Jesus' mission.
No, that's what I'm saying. I am. I want to be Christ-like. I want to be Christ-like. I want to become like Christ. That's the mission for me.
Who told you that?
That's what I want to do.
No, I'm talking to Trey. Who told you that?
What did he say? Go ahead.
Who told you that? Because according to the Bible, Jesus showed us the way, but we can never be like him because he was perfect, and we are not perfect.
What does that have to do?
We could have never accomplished to be what Jesus did because he was. And then what happened? Jesus died. He was murdered.
Nothing to do with anything about trying to wake people up.
Was that
to Jesus? Bringing people to God, whether it be through the word, whether it be through a little message you gave them. Him being perfect has nothing to do with the mission. So maybe the mission's for you. Maybe it's just for you to make sure that you get to heaven, and maybe nobody else or whatever. But I would assume it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, here's what I'm saying to you, Trey. If I live the life that I live and I shine my light, of course my light will direct other people. It will do it. It would do it without me having to force anyone. This is what I'm saying to you, Trey. I can't come to you and say, hey, Trey, you're coming to church with me because you need Jesus and read this Bible and do this and do that. No, but if I live my life and you can see through me the presence of Jesus Christ, the presence of his knowledge, the presence of all these things, then you will go, hold on, well, maybe I need to look into this. And that will happen through osmosis. That's not me going out forcing. The thing that y'all hate is the thing you want me to be, and I don't understand that. The thing is, you hate the person that tells you, oh, you need a church, you need a Bible, you need this, you need that. When that's the thing that y'all say y'all hate, but because I'm not it, now I'm questioning.
No, not at all. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yo, gabba gabba.
Yesterday, but this
Molly started it, but I'm good.
I'm gonna say this. The Bible is a book, right? And you could go by the recipes that's in that book. It's like a cookbook. You could go by the recipe. You could add your own sauce. You could do this or do that, but it's just instructions on how. It's a guide. It's like a map on how you should live. Like Molly and Rodney saying the same thing. It's a tool. Now, there's different version of this tool. Have y'all seen a knife? There was a different version of the same knife. That's what they did with the Bible. Some got a arrow of appointment. Some got a compass on it. Some got jagged edge. They added and took away. Constantine decided what they were going to put in this book. That's the King James version. They gave it to him as a gift. Now, if you want to go back to scripture with the old original Bible, you have to go to the Ethiopian Bible that has so-called all the books, and then in the language and the stuff that's missing. They took out the good stuff. They talked about the angels, the book of Enoch, the book of Jubilee. There's a bunch of books that they talk about that if we read those, it kind of answers a lot of questions, because they do talk about the angels, the demons, and what you're supposed to do. And it is in the Bible, both the Ethiopian and the King James version, that Jesus had to be a fisherman of men. That means you tell it, and whoever hear. Molly is right. He's waking people up. He's waking people up to say that don't believe everything in this book. Question it. Seek the knowledge for yourself, because everything in that book is not correct. You got to go and look deeper, and then you go there to take you to another book and another book.
We're supposed to aim. She said we're supposed to aim to be Christ-like. Being Christ-like doesn't mean to be perfect. That's what I was saying.
That's
Jesus
right.
was human before.
Wait a minute, Trey. Let me finish before you talk about what Phoenix say.
No, I'm reading a comment. I'm reading a comment, Reese.
Wait a
That's
minute,
what I'm
before
saying.
you read it, let me say this. And also, it is in the Bible, Rodney, where Jesus said that they would do the same thing he does and even more. When they say
What?
you do great things and even more. Yeah. Look up that scripture.
It's in the Bible that it's nah, it don't say whatever you just said. It might say something similar, but it ain't what you just said.
I'm paraphrasing, baby. I'm paraphrasing.
All right, well, paraphrasing is not it.
That's all the Bible is. So many people paraphrase and add.
No, the Bible is the Bible. You're paraphrasing. The Bible is the Bible.
Rodney, I'm not getting in an argument with you over the
I'm
Bible.
not either. It's a fact. The Bible's the Bible. You're paraphrasing. That's a fact. That's not an argument.
Go to the scripture. You know scripture. Go to the scripture where Jesus said that his disciple would do the same thing he did and even more things in his name. Go to that phrase. And I know you know the scripture, what I'm talking about. Because you said that we can't do what Jesus did.
I didn't say that.
Who said that?
I said we would not be perfect. I said we would not be perfect.
So
that's what I said. I don't know what you're saying.
I know what I
he
can
couldn't
see.
do. You was like,
And-
you can't do what Jesus did.
Oh, y'all,
I cannot
okay.
be perfect.
What passionate it is, ladies and gentlemen.
I already said perfect again. I don't got to change what I said because I know what I said.
I wasn't talking about perfect.
Get the word. Getting the message. David, yes. In your sleep, still getting the message nodding. Yes. That's what
We
that's
good. Let's keep it moving. I mean,
this comment that I'm reading. I don't know who said whatever the fuck, but I know I can read this comment because that's what Phoenix said. She said we're supposed to aim to be Christ-like. Being Christ-like doesn't mean to be perfect. Jesus was human, therefore he had flaws. He had feelings. He had free will, just like we do. Right. I'll give you that.
I don't agree with the flaws part, but everything else is.
Yeah, man. That's
You
why
said-
they
you said
changed.
you don't agree with the flaws.
Yeah, Jesus didn't have flaws.
He got anger and he threw the stuff in the temple. He
Anger is not a flaw.
But it says to wrath. When it says
What?
to wrath is the sin. And didn't he wrath when he took you in my father's house?
Wrath is anger is not a sin.
I didn't say anger. I said to wrath. Anger means to have a feeling, but wrathing is acting on it.
What do you mean rafting? All right. So once again, anger is not a sin. And what? Okay, well, whatever wrathing is, I don't know what wrathing is. Wrathing isn't even in the.
It is in the Bible.
You will reap someone's wrath. You will reap that. You will reap someone's wrath. It's not wrathing. You know what I'm saying?
Man is not, so go back into the commandments, not to wrath.
There's definitely not a wrath. That is not a commandment, baby. There's not one. I'm good, baby. Huh? Rafting is not a sin.
Read your own book. Go
There we go.
I'm telling you it's not there. I'm telling you it's not there.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about
We're having a conversation that we've been on for like the last 15 minutes, though, and this conversation ain't never gonna go nowhere. Everybody's gonna feel the way they feel about their religion. This is one of the main things why they say you shouldn't speak about religion, because it's always gonna be a debate. You know what I'm saying?
Or that's something that
we will
they're
say
afraid
this.
of you to do.
Right, I understand, but why can't we just agree to agree and go to something else? Because we went from solar flare to talking about religion. You know what I'm saying? And we already know there's going to always be a dispute about religion. So, I mean, I'm not trying to run that. No, I'm just asking because I'm just sitting here listening how everybody going back and forth trying to get their point across. And guess what? No one would ever get their point across because you want to believe what you believe. Period. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
Rodney, go to Ephesians 4 and 26.
Everybody want to be right.
He's not gonna let that.
Go ahead. Read it.
No, I'm reading
Read
it.
it.
I want you to read it.
No, you read it.
No, I want you to read it.
All right.
Your book.
I'm good.
Ephesians. See, why wouldn't somebody?
You brought it up. Read it. I'm telling you to make your point. Make it. I don't care how me telling you to make your point. You're trying to make a point. Make it.
No, because you were saying that something wasn't there. I'm just telling you it's in your book.
See,
That's all I'm
You're
saying.
right. You're right.
And I gave you where to go. And that's the problem when people tell. This is the problem with religion, history, and everything. When people tell you what it is, then so many people say, okay, no, it's not that. I'm gonna go my different ways, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. That's it in the problem. You're not bringing, and you're not on one accord.
Go ahead. Ephesians what?
Tell somebody what happened in the history, past, present, or whatever. If they never heard of it, or they say they never seen it, then that means it does not exist.
Ephesians what?
They pastor most times ain't bring it up yet.
Ephesians what?
Ephesians 4, verses 26 and 27.
Cool. We gotta learn from each other though. We should have conversations, you know. I'm
trying to learn. I told her to read it because I didn't want to sit there and go.
I wanted to read too, but
I mean, the first statement is be angry and do not sin. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anger is a sin. That says be angry.
And do
not sin.
The sin. That's the sin.
It's not the sin. It's saying be angry. It's telling you to be angry.
It's telling you
do not sin. You can be angry and not sin. That is what it's saying. I haven't even got past the first statement.
Is rafting. That's what they're saying. The sin is.
Okay. All right.
Acting on
do not let the sun go down. Do not let the sun go down. Hold on. No. I'm going to read what you told me to read. It says be angry. Okay. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down in your anger. I'm finishing. Do not let the sun go down in the anger. That means that you can be angry, but you cannot stay angry. If you stay angry, then it will not give. It will give the devil a foothold. So if you angry, you can be angry and not sin. But if you stay angry, then that will give the devil a foothold. That is not saying nothing about what you just said.
Okay, then go to Romans 12 and 19.
No, I'm done. No, you go to it and read it. You go to it and read it. No, I'm done. I just took exactly what you gave me and broke it down to you.
Okay,
Thank you.
Colossians 3 and 8 says, okay, put them all away, anger, wrath, and it tells you what wrath says, malice, while also warning against human vengeance. That's what rafting is. You seeking revenge, you seeking get back. You could be angry that somebody shot your son, but when you go out there and want to do something that cause violence or do something to somebody else, that's called
and what's that got to do with him flipping tables? Where did Jesus show wrath?
When he flipped the tables in the
that wasn't wrath. They were doing stuff in his God in church that they shouldn't be doing.
House.
That's not wrath. He did not seek vengeance.
No, he kicked them out. He acted on it.
Yes, because they weren't supposed to be in there.
That's what rafting is.
No, it's not.
It's acting out.
Man.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
The Bible study, right?
I'm good, bro.
Man.
Yeah, you can come with me to Bible study. It was yesterday, but you know, you can come with me. I'm good.
Yes,
there's no offering in our Bible study. I'm good, man.
Or whatever anybody got to say. But one thing, I don't know whose long ass comment that is. I'm not.
Just talk to Pastor Dennis or the other people. That's all. It's like we're supposed to learn from each other, but how can we learn from each other if we're not willing to accept what
Ma'am, I took what you gave me and showed you that it wasn't what you were saying.
Taking it out of context.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. You're taking it out of context.
No,
I read it exactly as what it said.
Is.
Okay.
Lord have mercy. I love to get the
I'm good. I'm done with it. I'm ready to move on. I'm so ready. I just want to make sure everybody understands that I'm ready to talk about solar flares. because this joint is ridiculous. What?
Because solar flares always gonna lead back to religion, and then Misha said the end of the world.
All right, I'm good, bro.
So it's like
I'm okay.
It's new information. But a lot of people don't know who Michael King is, or we can call him Michael Luther King Jr. or AKA Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King fought against the church. You know, he was fighting against what King James and it was doing. So it seemed like they erased him out of history by switching Michael to Martin Luther King Jr. that we love and praise every year. So they found ways to do stuff, but I still think we can learn from each other. I don't try to get people to not be religious or get away from your religion. I just try to open people up to scripture that they might skip past in religion and break down more understanding to why Jesus had 12 disciples, why Jesus can possibly be the Son, S-U-N. And a lot of people don't want to hear it, but for the people who do, I explain it and where I came, with this information from, and that can not be true or can be true. I just be saying that it's so many sun gods, and a lot of them was born to a virgin, and they got similar stories, and a lot of these stories so-called supposed to be older than Jesus. So it's just like they keep copying and pasting the same story, but it seemed like they mostly talking about the sun, definitely for his birthday to be December 25th, and that's the winter solstice time. That's the only time the sun dies and returns. So it just seemed like that's mostly what they did, but I can be wrong. But I do like
nowhere in the Bible does it
that
say that his birthday is December 25th. Nowhere. They don't know. Nowhere in the Bible that says his birthday.
I ain't gotta say it. People just praise it and celebrate it on it though.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know, but for some reason they still programmed to actually do it. That's the thing. Like that's the thing I try to open people's eyes to. I can let them know that information. And that's the first thing they like to say. You can be well, we really don't know when his birthday. Well, we can at least estimate around the time when life is coming to a part. Like April probably, that end of March maybe. We can at least estimate. I don't know how they get it in December, but it's no different than Christmas. People say let Christmas go. Like, yeah, it's cool. I like that people celebrate it, but as I'm wrong for bringing up to where it came from, how it's a pagan holiday and where it started. People feel like I'm wrong, but it just feel like that's what I'm here for. I just feel like I supposed to let people know. It's like when I learn something or I get some information, right or wrong, I like to let other people know. It's no different if I tell people, are they passing out turkeys up the street? I ain't gonna walk past and just keep that to myself. I'm gonna let everybody know, hey, they passing out turkeys. Hey, Phil got a toy drive. Y'all might want to come out there with y'all kids. But whenever it's information about religion or where it might came from and the history of it, how they went to war and stuff, people don't want to hear it. I'm thinking it's good information, no different than these good toys we passing out. Or so it just like some people don't want to hear it, I think, because it go against their programming. And it's hard because I was there before. You couldn't talk about Jesus, nothing negative. You couldn't tell me he was the son. You couldn't tell me half of the things that I'm into now. But I started to learn to just listen and research. And most times a lot of people was right. So it don't matter what it is, I learn a lot from most of y'all on the panel already.
What I say?
Keep learning, especially Malik. Malik had me looking up stuff that I never heard of.
He's the main one that's dropping knowledge. I'm always screenshotting.
Malik,
I think that 101 contradictions or something that he put up. That was the long joint. I screenshotted that for my later usage.
He said 12 disciples are the 12 signs of the zodiac. I say that all the time with the sun in the middle. And it's they telling a story. Everything they talk about is a story. Like I always be mind boggled. I get laughed at because flat earth stuff. And I don't think the earth really flat. I just don't think it's round in a ball spinning through space like they tell us. And the same people who believe in a spinning ball, they believe in religion. It'd be like, do you know the four corners of the earth? There's no corners on a ball. Like the God, how he described the earth, your God that you believe in, he told you separated the heavens from the earth and the waters and all that. Like that's not doing it on a ball. So it just be mind-boggling to me, like, how can you believe in both? And people still argue now, it's just like they believe in science, but then they don't believe in religion. So I just like look into it. You ain't gotta believe it, but at least look into it. Debunk me if you can, please. Show me where I look stupid, Help me out, because I be still walking around here passing out false information.
Yeah, I'm willing to receive a message from anywhere. I go to anybody's church or anything they reading to me. I ain't got no problem hearing it. Sat outside with the Jehovah's Witness for a little bit before I took my ass back inside. One of the mornings on the show, it don't bother me. Man. You can get a message from anywhere.
Yeah, it be rough conversations, but believe it or not, people love these topics, man. When people get to talk about tone, it just, as adults, we got to know how to allow each other to talk and understand that we all got different beliefs. You know, I just want to know why.
Reese still trying to find the scripture
Yeah,
about
get him,
this.
Reese.
Thou
Get him,
shalt
Reese.
not. She's still looking
Get
for
him,
thou
Reese.
shalt not wrath. There's no scripture saying thou shalt not wrath, Reese. It's not in there. I promise you. Thou shalt not wrath. I'm like, what? What is wrathing? How do I go, hey, you know what, Molly? You know what, Molly? We gonna go wrathing next week. Like what? Like,
it's W-R-A-T-H.
I know what wrath means. You're not using the right word, but I know what wrath means. I mean, wrath is something that is a consequence. No, wrath is, but it's a consequence. It's not you will receive someone's wrath. That is something. That is how the word is used. But there's no wrath. God never. Jesus never wrath. He never punished someone.
Wrath is a consequence.
Wrath
is a
exactly.
consequence.
Yeah, Jesus, he flipped the tables because they weren't supposed to be in there. that wasn't wrath. That would be the same as if I'm in your house and you tell me to get out and you push me out your house. I'm not receiving your wrath. I'm receiving I need to get the fuck out your house. Like that's what I'm receiving. That ain't wrath. Wrath means that I am. Because you did something, I am going to enforce a consequence. Like he said.
Human uncontrolled rage.
There you go. His anger was very controlled. He explained to them exactly why he was doing it. Uncontrolled means is
AI. Ask AI, did Jesus ever sin? And they'll let you know if he did.
Yeah. You think I will? Yeah. Well, then now we get not to say that it's going to give you something, but I definitely don't believe AI. And you want to talk about programming? Jesus, that's the head programmer right there. Like, what do you mean?
Ain't gonna do it. They gonna say
You asking AI is the shit. You might as well ask the devil himself.
Shit, even the devil said no. They said Jesus had never sinned. AI said
There you go.
Scriptures that people might think he sinned, but he was tempted. He never did it. I just want to see it for herself. You know, sometimes people gotta see it for themselves. She probably heard some scriptures that he did some things, and she probably thought that was a sin. You know, so that's what that is.
People got to understand it. Sometimes I think that people get confused about the definition of sin. Because drinking alcohol is not a sin. It's when you overabundance in alcohol. Certain things that we have labeled as sins are not really sins. The sinful part is when you replace God with it, or it becomes more important to you than him. That's when it becomes a sin. She got StreamYard's wrath.
But it makes sense what a lot of people I think used to or still do, well, blindly do, worship the sun. Like back in the day, that's why it was a lot of things sun worship, because they seen that the sun gave everything life. And without it, they understood that we all would die, us, the plants, and everything else. You know, so they probably did worship, thank God, the creator that created the sun, for bringing it.
Thank God for bringing the sun.
Yeah, they start writing stories about it and stuff like that. I think they were just created just as us. Like Pinocchio is different than it used to be. I like the old story, how it was basically talking about how to open your pineal gland. And that was like one of the top selling books. But now it's just, I'm a real boy. Nah, you was Christ-like. You become one with Christ when you let down all the bad habits, the bad friends, and the negativity and stuff. That's when he became a real boy, a real human. But,
in Pinocchio, for real?
Yeah.
I never had that. That's something new too. I never had an idea about that. But like I said, I'm still reading and learning myself. So, for me, it is what it is. I'm not, but just like I don't believe that for me, and I'm just only talking for me, just like I believe that the Bible's a tool, church is a tool, pastor is tools, I'm not believing anything anybody just tells me willy-nilly either. And I don't want you to believe everything that I'm telling you willy-nilly. Look for it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best advice I got for anyone, no matter what. When they want to talk to me about God or this, that, and the other, you know, you don't believe in any one source. You gotta to look for yourself and then seek God for the answers. Don't seek me. Don't seek the Bible. Don't seek a church. Don't seek a pastor. Seek God for the answers. And you know, if you're doing the right things, He will talk to you. I believe that the Holy Spirit or the Holy Ghost is in all of us. So in all of us, when you seek Him, He is a part of you. So that's just my opinion. And if anybody doesn't believe it, guess what? Keep it to yourself, because I don't care. I'm gonna let you know that now. Keep it to yourself. Malik, you don't gotta keep on sending me messages. I promise. You will not change me. Just like I'm not trying to change you. You know what I'm saying? Like, seek for yourself. You know, Uncle Eden already told me he not going to my throne infested church.
Oh.
So, you know, it's all good. But, you know, hey, think for yourself.
Because the Bible is always up for interpretation. It's how people read it and what they get out of it, or how they interpret things. And you know, it means more than one thing to other people. It could mean this to somebody and that to somebody. It's all on your interpretation.
You want me to answer that question, Reese, or no?
I was not making a question.
I wasn't talking to you. Okay. Somebody explain to Reese what I'm saying, what I'm asking, because she's getting the attitude if I say it.
Reese, get him.
Put your mind between multiple things, Reese, because it was maybe you didn't hear me when you was talking at the same time, but I was referring to a question that one of the commenters had for him. So when he said that, he knows you didn't form a question. He's talking about the question that we see. So.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that the question. That's why.
Hey, you so much on defense mode, you can't hear anybody else.
On defense mode, Rodney. Didn't I just say that it's up for interpretation? I'm actually agreeing with you. So if I'm on the same side that you on, and I'm thinking the same way you think, how can I be in defense mode? You're not.
All good. Thank you.
What y'all do
to her, man?
I'm sorry, I thought you smashed it. Okay. Well, either way, on Malik's question real quick before we get out of here. He said, Malik said, ask Rodney where churches come from.
He said, ask Rodney where churches come from.
Yeah. All right, we better. I'm back. I'm sorry. So So churches are man-made, just like the Bible, just like a pastor, just like everything else. Churches are man-made. Now, the correct definition of a church is when two people come together for God. That is when the church is formed. So I don't know which church you're talking about, but I'm gonna give you the answer for both. A church is a building that is man-made, that is supposed to be a place of God. Now, do you need a church to have a church? No. Two people come together. The church can be in a car, it can be in a basement, it can be anywhere. So therefore, that is what a real church is. But the religion that you're talking about, and once again, I still tell y'all that religion is the same thing. It was made to divide. I agree with all of y'all on that. So when I say I'm a Christian, I say I'm a Christian at heart, but I don't follow the Christian laws. And when I mean Christian laws, I mean the Christian laws that were created, like when you talk about the Roman Catholic Church and this, that, and other, where they tell you, oh, you got to be baptized, you got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be this. So there you go. So what is he saying now? Hold on. No, I said, where do they come from? I don't understand how I didn't answer your question. Where do they come from? There's a million churches. I can't tell you where each one comes from, so I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me.
The church comes from the churches. What's the origin of churches?
It come from Mother Cersei.
Okay. And I'm okay with that. I don't care. Like I said, it's man-made. So whether it was the Mother Cersei or whoever, either way, it's that concept is man-made. I don't, what else you want from me than that? But okay, I agree with you. Good job, Malik. It came from Mother Cersei. Thank you. Thumbs up. I don't understand. What is that now? What point have you just made? Because I don't understand it. But anyway, we can do that for after the show. I wanted to go back to the sun beams and can we survive? And can we survive? All I gotta say is this: if you won't get taken in a rapture, you better have a gun. So that's my opinion. There you go.
What?
The only thing I want to circle back
If you
around
don't
to
get
is out
taken
there
in a
with the
rapture, you better have a gun. Yeah, man. I ain't playing with you. Hey, look, this is my teaching. I ain't saying God told me that or not. You ain't hear me say that. I'm human just like everybody
Well,
else,
you're
bro.
not a Christian. For me, I don't follow religion. I'm spiritual. Okay, I follow God. I feel you. Okay.
Oh, what up,
Okay.
Alan?
I come to America until 1492. Yeah, Alan stepped in here probably like 5 minutes ago. Late as hell, Alan. You probably was busy doing something, but you late as shit.
Yeah, you got that
You
new
missed a lot.
restaurant, man. Congrats on your new
Oh,
restaurant.
you know what? I forgot about that.
I
I'm sorry.
seen it,
That's why people
man.
need to close their mouth a little bit.
Yeah, he got the big
I forgot you
coolers
busy
in
on
the
that
back
on the
that
grind.
pump all the way to the bars and all that. We gotta get down there for the grand opening, but
Oh,
that's
please.
big, man.
Please just make that a mission.
Yeah, that's big. I'm gonna share it tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share it on the show so people can see it tomorrow. So don't delete it.
That part.
You tell me I'm
We got the whole restaurant. Where's it at?
I forgot,
Yeah.
bro. My bad, bro.
It's in
Where's the
Atlanta.
other restaurant? Atlanta?
Yeah, Georgia.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right. I might get that Atlanta eventually. I'll have to come holler at him.
Yeah, that thing gonna be
Even
packed.
though he a 49ers fan, I don't know.
She said being arrogant doesn't help teach others either. If you want people to know the truth, speak it without telling them they're dumb. Spread the truth and love. It's received better. Yeah, I feel you.
Like that.
The one thing about me and Rodney, he's educated and I'm knowledgeable. Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna stop reading the comments.
Nah, I'm good with it. I promise you not hurt my feelings. Go ahead and read them all. I'm good with it.
They say congrats, Alan.
Yeah, bro.
So
I am
Kanye,
good
Georgia.
with it.
I looked that
You
up.
see, you was doing good, dog. You was doing good. What like start with the bang bang 49 gang shit. You know damn well AJ and them gave that game away, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't gonna. Hopefully y'all beat Seattle though, man. Hopefully this can be Shanahan.
Yeah,
get back and
100%.
make something happen. My team now.
Just like you clocked my facial expression, Phoenix. I know what you are on with the comments.
What I said, I missed it. What Phoenix say that about me saying that somebody was dumb? Did I say somebody was dumb?
Who?
I don't think everything that's coming. I know the panel might be asking you questions or whatever, but I don't think everybody getting at you. She's talking about overall energy. Some of the people commenters too trying to say stuff to people on the
There we
panel.
go.
Ain't,
What happened,
ain't
Rick?
coming out with energy that's receptive. So you know.
I don't know.
General
It's all
comment.
good. Hey,
But I'd
man.
like to close out the show because we go on OT and we got to get out of here because tomorrow is what? Freaky Friday. And the topic of tomorrow is going to be us taking
Appreciate
a
you,
man, God taking a rib from Adam to create woman. Why was
On
the
Freaky
rib bone?
Friday?
Well,
When did that start becoming a Freaky Friday topic?
maybe a little bit of dick in her rib is one thing for Friday,
Wow.
but not
Okay,
like
Reese.
yeah.
All right,
dick
Reese.
in her rib
How
or
long you
something,
playing that one out
but not
for?
like
Don't let Reese
video
pick
was
the
set
movie.
in like the group. The video
you
was
can't
set in the
start
group.
off no freaky shit with no.
You know, Adam.
They don't even go together,
You so
bro.
pressed. You so pressed that you gonna fuck up a Freaky Friday.
No, I said that before this show even happened.
Dick in the rib for sure. You agree, Phoenix? I'm gonna give you
That
an
was before this
answer.
show. It got nothing to do with this show. Before this show took place. Then go back.
How about hey, look, we'll have that topic on the, hey, Reese,
You
we'll
big
have that
liar.
topic.
It was
You're a
supposed to talk
liar.
about a woman's position. Go back and look.
You're a liar like shit. So
Get
stop
him,
like
Reese.
trying to act like it didn't come from
Can I ask you a question, Reese?
Lie like
lie like a motherfucker. He's not a big liar at all.
Get him,
I don't like that. You being disrespectful and don't
Get
be
him outta here.
disrespectful to me. Don't be disrespectful to me. You're not gonna be
Get him,
disrespectful to me and call me a liar on my show when I'm kicking the actual factual. Now, if you go back and you'll see, and Molly already know it. So, and it was to talk about a woman's position to a man, our position to the man. That's what that. If you go back and see the video, y'all play too much. You got to know when I'm real.
Yeah.
And when I tell you something I don't like, don't keep doing it to me, because I don't do that to you. That's disrespect. Because if you say I don't like to be called this or that, I won't do that, because I know that's a nerve or a hit a trigger or whatever it is for you, and I won't do that.
You know my girl like be calling no lie. Beasley, you don't do that on Chef Show. You see how he do it? Come on, man.
Who don't? Who don't?
Liar.
Hey, Molly. Hey, Molly.
That wasn't enough to take
Hey,
me off the
Molly.
screen. Wasn't enough. I moved to the comments.
Don't do that,
Go ahead,
Molly,
take me
because I
back
do the
off,
same
take me back
thing.
in the comment
I call Chef out just like I do
Girl, you
anybody
be so
else. bro.
offended. You be looking like you lying.
Don't do that.
Balloons for you. Celebration. Big man.
Hey, Molly, I call Chef out too, Molly. So don't even try that.
Call Chef out, man.
Huh?
Leave Chef alone, man.
But I'm saying, you just said I don't do that on that show. That's a lie.
Still right to say it, man.
I do.
He don't do that on no other show but this show.
Bullshit. Even Louisa said, nah, Rodney goes in on Chef Dennis show all the time.
No, he's terrible, man. He be doing Chef wrong, man.
Which one is it? Like, nah, I'm going to call it as it is, no matter who the host is. But if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. That's fine by me.
No, I can't handle it, but you're not going to disrespect me.
You can't handle
She said that's a trigger for her. When y'all know that, when y'all call her a lie about something, that triggers her. That's why.
There's an easy way to solve that, Molly.
If I stop lying.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stop calling her a liar.
Molly, can you shed some light on that? Did I not send that
Yeah,
before the
you
show
sent
even
that
took
like,
place?
man, you sent that way before they talking about that. I feel
Okay,
like
then you definitely shouldn't get upset.
I apologize. You wasn't lying, because every time I do something, y'all think I'm kind of acting something when stuff was already in the play.
Then you definitely shouldn't get upset.
They got her.
My question is, why'd you get upset? If you right, then you shouldn't be upset.
Y'all got my girl messed.
I know. Y'all tune in tomorrow as we talk about a woman's position to the man and why God took the rib bone and not the head bone or foot bone.
On the freaky day. Yep.
I won't be coming tomorrow.
All right.
Whatever.
Who sits back and talks about religion before you talk about sex?
Come on.
Is it that serious?
At this point,
Send it at 9:30. 9:30 a.m. Tell them.
I'm out.
Later, y'all. We catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all was too funny.